This is gonna go out to YouTube. We should see Balin turn on. Let me turn our mic off real quick.
9-ball counts and just call the 9-ball. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because you know how many times you fucking play a good set, come back, and then all of a sudden. Yeah.
All right, everyone. We're going to give everybody just about 2 minutes to join up. They are really close to ready, and we'll get this ball started.
Okay. Okay. It doesn't matter. It's just that's a delayed playback. So if you see,
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, yeah, right. That's why I said just leave it on. Not yet. Right. The keys.
Yeah. Hang on that.
Oh yeah.
They are a favorite.
Yeah, they're definitely a favorite.
By the way the season's gone.
Yeah.
I win every. Alright, he's break.
Okay. Alright. Hey, man.
All right, everyone. Looks like we are ready to go. My co-star out here is getting ready to walk back in the room. Showed up on time for any of those that placed bets that he wasn't going to make it on time. He absolutely did, so you lost that one. Missed it. Matter of fact, made it by a couple of minutes, to be exact. He'll be back in the room in just a moment. So for right now, as you can see, we are ready with Mr. Casey Grove and Mark Wathen. Should be a really, really great match. And both of them are excellent shots. We've seen Casey out here a few times, and he is definitely nobody to sleep on. This is Mark's first trip out here, but pretty popular guy in the area for knowing his way around a pool table as well. So hats off to both of them for setting this one up. Actually made it super easy on me because they basically called me up and said, here's the date, here's the race, here's everything. Sound good? And we said, yep, let's get it going. So here we are. So thanks everybody, as always, for joining up with us. Looking forward to it. And this is race to 15. They're actually going to do a minimum of 2 sets. They are $1,000 a man for each set. So a few bucks on the line that we got going on tonight. I hope it's going to be as promising as we expect it to be. See a couple of familiar names jumping in here, and obviously Casey is already taking care of business right here out of the gate. And so finally, the main man himself And the star of the show, Mr. Troy Barber, has joined back up with us over here.
Howdy, folks.
So anybody knows how this game's played, he's sitting beside me right now. Alright, break and run to start off with, so no slouching over here. Casey Grove takes care of that first game, and we'll go ahead and make sure that Mark gets on the edge of his seat while he's watching what's going on here. So what you think? You got a prediction?
Prediction? Contradicting styles here. Casey more calculated, deliberate. Mark Wathen more of a field player.
He's a shot maker, if there was one.
Super shot maker. It'll be exciting. Yeah, I can't. Casey is probably has been practicing a lot more, playing a lot more pool than Mark lately. So I'm thinking Casey might have the upper hand if he gets rolling, just like he did this first game.
Mr. Jay Hall's watching. Jeremy Bell's watching. Anthony, how are you doing? Good to see everybody.
I like that they're playing 9-ball.
We definitely see a little bit more 10-ball, typically.
I feel like 9-ball is a little bit more fast-paced.
Mm-hmm. More of a TV game. I can see
Absolutely, more fun to watch, definitely, especially with the breaks.
Mr. Wathen going to go ahead and take care of the second game here. Get this one over with quick.
I don't blame him.
So I don't know, and I this is my bad for not asking. I don't know if they're doing all called shots. They are doing called 9-ball. My guess is that since they're not playing 10-ball, it's probably only the 9-ball. And game number 2, that one's over quick.
Fires that in. And honestly, this is what Mark's wants to do. He wants to take care of business super quick. He's great at the combos. I don't think you're going to see a 6-pack from Mark. However, if you give him the chance, he will run out.
One miss is all it takes.
That's it. So Casey needs to watch out and run out whenever he can.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention Mark, because I played these guys. And Mark's a good front runner. When he gets ahead, he makes some shots.
Let that confidence get up a little bit and
Absolutely
be able to take a few extra chances. And ooh, now he scratches in the side.
And this time Casey has a 1-9 probably.
He sure does. He might do it just for spite.
True.
Mr. Sal, thank you very much for the stars. I always appreciate that and appreciate you joining us.
Looking at Casey's options, there aren't many. 1 ball on the side with a tough position for the 2.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. If you're playing a 1-8 combo, still the 2 is a problem. So it probably makes sense to play the 1-9 combo.
And he can hide it in the process.
True.
Throws in 2, but I guess we'll find out now if it's
We'll find out. That's right.
if it's called all.
Well, turns out it's not.
He's still at the table, so more traditional 9-ball rules.
Casey's been sporting a very long bridge.
Now, you think that's just, does it seem to happen more, do you think, whenever he's just letting that stroke out a little bit more? Would he do the same thing on a 7-foot table, for example? Or
Well, when I played him, I think he changed his grip a bit and worked on his fundamentals, and I think it's working out for him. He beat me the last time we played. It was close, but if you see it, if you look at it, it's probably about 16, 18 inches of a bridge. That is tough to do and keep it accurate. However, he's doing it very good.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't really
He's getting a
argue
little
with it.
close. Might still be straight in, but let's. It looks like he's got a shot at it, but he might end up having to shoot towards it and kind of throw that one in a bit. Let's see if we can find another angle here. It looks like what he's doing. Oh, it actually throws a little too much.
Yeah, I think he probably wanted to shoot it from the other side of the cue ball to throw it enough to towards the right of the object ball.
Well, Mark's coming back with a pretty good opportunity here. Mark Thomas, this is Troy Berber that has joined us over here. You may, if you've been watching us for a little bit, he was out here about a month or so ago.
Mark Thomas is my go-to partner.
Okay.
We play scotch doubles left and right. And yep, that's my buddy. Hey, Mark.
Yeah, Troy said that called me up about a week ago and said, "Can I go and go to your house and play where people don't miss any shots?" And I said, "Absolutely, you can join me in here." We don't miss much.
Nope, not up here. Now Mark is facing a difficult shot. I'm not really sure why he drew it straight back. I think he wanted to get for the side pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And it might actually benefit him. And Mark's a great banker, by the way. And I think there's more you can gain banking this than playing safer.
It's a little firm. This table would definitely you shoot hard on the rails here, it'll definitely close up that that angle a bit, and that's exactly what happened on that one. In case he's only has one shot to really concentrate on. That was the one.
Well, Mark should be glad to be back at the table with a simple combo. He has to watch out for that cue ball. Nice.
They're pretty good.
Simple two-rail shape. And we'll see Mark Wathen up by a game.
See, I stopped calling that one. I make too many people miss doing that.
I played these guys way too many times. Too. I know exactly what they're going to do. It's been a while since we saw Mark Wathen in action. He's been MIA for a while, but he's back in full force. He hasn't played, but this is how he practices. This guy doesn't just show up at the pool room and shoot some balls or do some drills. He just gets in action, and that is actually his practice and him back in pool.
Change that. He's definitely. I probably haven't even seen him myself, and granted, I don't do a lot of the like weekend tournaments and things like that. But I don't think I've seen him play in probably 5-6+ years, if not longer than that.
Wow. I actually can't remember the last time I played Mark. I believe it may be 4 to 5 years. You're right. Now, Casey, I played a couple months ago. He shot really good. But I know that Casey's been practicing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's serious about his game. And he's adopting the better aspects of better players. And he's trying to learn and reflecting to his game.
And one of the things I've always definitely given him credit for is that you don't. He may be unhappy about missing a shot, but by the time he gets back up the table, that seems to have gone away. Could still be in the back of his mind. I can't say that for sure, but it doesn't seem to have a huge effect on him.
That's a good quality to have. As a pool player, you have to forget about the bad and carry on and make it better.
Oh, great shot there. I can hold up. Let's take a look. Sure looks like it did. Oh yeah,
Casey likes to jump, and he's pretty good at it too.
Mhm.
But I don't see anything good coming out of this jump, even if you made it. But the kick is just as tough. So
well, and the three's a little tough, so I'm sure he just doesn't want to give him ball in hand at this point.
absolutely. And if you could just, even if you don't make it, if you could just get that two ball in traffic.
Well,
Which
might have done
one?
better than that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, that's probably one of the worst things that could happen.
Yeah.
Mark is a touchy shot here. I would go between the 3 and 5. Which he has done. And now, create a new game plan. I think he's thinking about the Karen. What do you think, Alan?
That's definitely what he's pointing at. But he's got it looks like he's got a little bit of trouble with that 6 ball. Might be in the edge of the way if we flip it over here. Seems like it's sticking out a little bit. I don't think it's blocking that much pocket though.
He does have to catch it perfect, which I
Wow.
think he has. Wow, what a shot. Well done, sir.
He goes and shoots that, and only had the replay turned on, so maybe next time. I'm sure he'll do it again.
That was a great shot from Mark Wathen.
Yeah, it was.
And I know what he's capable of. He's done that to me several times. And I'm sure many others on our stream right now.
Can't even play this carom shot, especially because that one had a little bit of distance between it. You really got to know where that ball's going to travel.
You had to hit it really good.
No, you don't have a whole lot of air room in that. Alright, one on the side like it's supposed to be. Gonna get a roll out of that too.
I'm surprised about the way he's breaking. He's usually a really good breaker for 9-ball, Mark Wathen. However, he's hitting it way off center. And not only is the cue ball spinning, but also it's not hitting it solid, hitting the rack solid. Although he made a ball this time, he scratched one time, and then another time he just left the table wide open.
Mr. Berber, you got a question over here from Travis Croft.
Ooh, Mr. Travis Croft. Okay. Okay. Very soon, sir. Very soon. What is it that you want to do?
I think he's trying to hide that one. Is that cue ball going to get back there? It sure
Ooh,
is.
I think he's going to leave a... Ooh, maybe not.
Looks like he might be able to get a one-rail kick, but...
Yeah, this is still very tricky. You can scratch in every which way. You might be better off jumping this.
So close to that to that 3 ball.
I think he's
though.
committed to the one rail kick, which he hits it perfectly, actually.
Looks like he's lined that one up pretty good into that side pocket. Even 10 ball. Just talking
Travis,
about that game.
you're a tough man to beat, sir. I need a little bit more practice, and we will get the show on the road. I promise you.
That's Troy's 2021 goal right there.
That's it.
All right, here's where we get to see how that control's working out.
Let's see it.
It's gonna be coming across the grain a little
Very
bit.
good
and,
shot.
I mean, how do you hit that one?
Fantastic.
That was a beautiful shot.
Excellent speed control. Stay down on it. Follow through.
Yeah,
Perfect shot.
When you're drawing a ball across the grain and leave it like that, and he's probably upset that he didn't leave it a few inches up, higher up or down, so that you could have a better angle on that 5 ball. I'll take that every day.
Any day.
Wants that to come up a little.
I'm kind of surprised that he played that 2 rails instead of just going 1 rail from the short rail up. That would give him the perfect angle to go on the right side of the 5 ball.
Or you just clear everything out. What the heck?
Why not? Now, here's a tricky shot, though.
It is.
Because you're hitting because he's going to throw away. I wonder if the 6 just goes.
And it looks like it does by the way he's queuing up, and of course.
Wow. Okay. This is brutal. I'm not sure. Folks, we can't see the table, so I'm not really sure what kind of angle he has, but I don't think it's makeable.
Yeah, I don't know that he can push it that far forward, and even if he could, doesn't want to, can't draw it.
Yeah, this
It's
is
just going to catch the other nipple, even if you avoid the scratch in the side.
You might just be better off just slow rolling this to the side rail. I mean, the
Top
short rail,
yeah.
to top rail, and ooh, he's kicking at it. Okay. Well, he's gonna catch it and sell out.
Nice, yeah.
Now, Mark, being a right-handed player, didn't cause him too much trouble to simply draw this.
Go draw it where he's at on that side of it.
Absolutely. I wouldn't even use any English on this. He hit it
Wants that to
perfect.
slow down. Oh, that's still good.
He's a tall guy, but he's a little wide, so he needs to stretch on this one. Well done.
Nicely done as always.
Now, Casey's taking care of business and making 6, 7, 8 balls throughout the rack. But it looks like Mark is finishing them up.
Mr. Kyle Bova even joined us. Feel kind of humbled over here now.
Oh,
Got all the big dogs out here.
champions. Now, Travis, you understand I need to beat Derek first if I graduate to play you.
Is that the part of the succession?
We have unfinished business. Let's leave it at that.
I can believe that. Gets a lot
Yeah,
of
Mark is
English.
hitting it terribly off. I wonder if he wants to do that. If he thinks that's a better break, or if he's just mishitting it.
Or if he's letting Casey do all the dirty work.
Well, Casey needs to take care of business right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's an open table. I've seen him run out from tougher positions, but I'm not sure why he...
Did he get behind? He sure did. That pitching wedge is going to come out again.
If he can get back in line right now and run out this game, he'll be breaking. And he has a chance to catch back up. Nice. Well
He's gonna
done.
get a roll
Very
out of
good
it.
shot.
Nicely done. Got a little angle to go straight across. That was Came out nice.
Now he needs to watch out for the 9 ball. He doesn't want to get towards the right side of the table where the 9 comes into play to get to the 5 when he plays the 4. He wants to have a straight shot at the 4, which I believe he controlled pretty good. He's barely missing the 9 ball and playing the 5 ball up table.
Looks like he's going to draw that one. Uh-oh.
Ooh, close to his work there.
Looks like he was expecting to get a little bit more of that ball just to catch up about a half diamond.
Looked like he rushed it a little bit too.
True.
I feel like he may have rushed that one also.
You can definitely see where he kind of jumped up a hair. It's not something he does very often. Might have just been because of the confidence of the shot itself. And
I've seen very good players such as Josh Filler and several others do that when they get out of line. They'd rather shoot it faster and quicker to build the confidence back.
Mm-hmm.
And with great success. But that wasn't the case this time.
Came around pretty nicely.
Very nice.
Mr. Alex Saputo joining us, and another champion.
Oh yeah, he played a great match last time.
Mm-hmm. Keep an angle.
Very nice. Good
That's
speed
that
control. What do you like to do here, Alan?
I am actually just going to put maybe a touch of top, a little bit of right,
Okay.
very little bit of right, just to keep it on the what's our left side, looking at it down there.
Well, he's going to go 2 rails, if not 3, and overhit it, unfortunately.
Yikes.
Still,
Make
I like him for this. Mark made a similar shot previous game.
Yeah, you just playing the overcut on worst case. Who
Good,
needs to
good
overcut?
advice there. Good advice there. Yeah, exactly. And you don't want to baby that shot
No.
and pull up on it, slow down on it. You want to let that stroke out and hit it.
Which is a funny difference whenever it comes to like the 8 versus 9. 8 ball, you can slow roll them all day long. All you're doing is just jamming up pockets if it sits in the jaws of it. 9 ball, you don't ever want that to happen.
That's true.
Of course, we don't get a whole lot of 8 ball matches out here. Every once in a while they sneak in here, but
8 ball is a fun game. It's more tactical. Might not be the best TV game, but now let's see Casey's break. Being a left-hander, I like where he's breaking. I like to make since the 1 ball is on the spot, I like that break.
yeah.
That's it.
Got kicked down table a little bit, but
He was unfortunate on that cue ball control. He controlled it perfectly. However, the 6 ball came and bumped it out of line a little bit. I think he should stick with that break. And I think he might put a few racks together. He got super aggressive and decided to kick at it. I don't blame him. There was no place to push. No jump available.
yeah, just an unfortunate roll. He hit it so good that it came out bad, but
Another option at that time, perhaps, if you could just push to exactly where he was and let Mark maybe take the kick. Since he's up, Mark could have probably taken it, not turned it down. And Casey would have ended up with the ball in hand, possibly.
Alright, which side does he want to be on this one? Actually, I guess he's gonna have to stay on the side that he's on now.
Alright. Nah, this. I think he's gonna use a little inside and go between the 9 and the 5.
Spins it out a little bit. It did look like he was queuing up inside though, so
That's what I thought, but this is a touchy shot. You don't really want to go too high on the ball. You don't want to put any spin and where the ball's going to throw off, but you don't want to also aim for between the side pocket and the 8.
he just has to give himself a little extra room.
Absolutely, which leaves him with a longer shot.
Yeah, if you know you're comfortable with making that shot, that's definitely the right thing to do.
Absolutely. And if you're confident enough, I believe that you go 2 rails right past the side pocket for a great shape for the 8 ball.
Or 4.
And
Look at that.
that's
well done.
fantastic. That is perfect. I was going to say, if I was playing today, that's exactly what I would do.
Well, he had a long way to travel through that too, and still stayed online.
Very true. Shot that a little rough, but the speed it played.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can't sneak down here and take a look at that one he played on that 6 ball. Because everything from there to the next, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 feet was all still very makeable.
I don't blame him for trying to let it stroke out. Shoot it like he means it, and he's capable of doing it.
Mm-hmm. Kyle, yeah, we actually we changed the felt here about every 4 months, so it stays pretty new.
Kyle is talking about that 8 ball that Mark shot a little roughly and 4-railed it inside the pocket. But Alan, I think the pockets are what, 4.5, correct?
Correct. 4.5 pro cut, so that's just standard diamond
Standard.
tables.
And I think it's
beautiful
perfect
shot.
for rotation games. They're not as forgiving. You need to play the right speed in the right direction, but it's not brutal, where you're hanging everything.
Mm-hmm.
And half the time, everybody's shooting hanging balls in the pocket.
Well, you put a little bit of speed behind it. If you don't catch the middle, it doesn't go in. It's definitely
Yep,
about that simple.
Sir, I know.
Another good hit, and
Very
gonna
nice
get a
jump
reward
from
out of
him.
it. Still, that looks like he did.
Mark will go short rail. He might actually go long rail only because the 9 ball might come into play. However, I would go short rail and try to make it. And if you miss it, the 2 ball might get right behind the 9 ball. And it comes with automatic position also. Nicely played. Mark Wathen likes to play center ball a lot, and I don't blame him. When you're not a pro and you're not practicing 8 hours a day, it's best to stick to center ball as much as you can.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. It gets very tough, and surely he's capable of it. But why try something when you're competing? So stick to center ball as much as you can, and only use the English when necessary. He'll probably play the short side on the 8 here.
Alright. Sounds he likes that that shot all the way up table.
Kind of held up on that shot, if you noticed. Hesitated a little bit.
And I know even whenever he got here, he practiced for 5 minutes maybe. Practically none. And this is the first time coming out here, so I mean, he's gone through a few games, but they've been a couple of short games in there for him. Doesn't have a tremendous amount of table time. Can't tell from the way it's going so far.
That was a pretty strong shot. Shot it confidently, he didn't slow roll it, he didn't baby it. He shot it like he meant it. Well, Mark Wathen gains on Casey. Casey needs a chance pretty soon, Alan. He doesn't want to fall too far behind.
No, and when he's played the last couple of times, he's had that one extra time, and right now he's giving that one extra time to Mark, and Mark's taking full advantage of it. If that cycle changes, we're going to see a switch in the score, but for right now, Mark's doing his job.
Well, Mark needs to break like Casey did. This is not too bad. I think he got lucky. He still hit it off center. You can see the cue ball spinning. Not to mention it went off to the left a little bit. However, he ended up with a shot and an easy position for the 2. And we might see a short rack with the 4-9 lined up.
Oh yeah.
Probably not with that angle though.
He's got a little work on this one.
I don't think he should force the issue. Looks like he is. Oh wow, he hit it perfectly. He had more angle than I thought.
Is that another carom coming?
This is tough.
Yeah, because
The 4-ball doesn't pass. He could snuggle up right behind the 9-ball and play safety.
I bet he plays the carom on this one. I'm just going to take a shot in the dark here. Again, as long as I stay behind this glass, I can make it.
Yeah, no bet. I think he will. He had success with the other one. And this is pretty
Actually,
makeable.
with that angle, he might just try both. There you
Very
go.
nice shot.
Making quick work of this 9-ball stuff.
And it's fun to watch. Because just like what Mark is doing right now, Casey can do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes 9-ball such a watchable game.
These guys, they don't waste time playing, that's for sure.
Watch Mark's break. See how he's hitting off to the right with a lot of left spin? Now the 9-ball hangs again.
And the 8-ball sitting right by it.
Well, his break is very effective right now. So,
Yeah. Only trouble we see is when the 5-7, and that might not be a problem. That might be a 9-ball.
that's true. Do you think a natural ball will take him to the 4-9?
I do. probably even leave it about the same line as he's got right now. And
And as a righty again, Mark has an easy combo.
that's what I get for watching the wrong screen. I'm sitting over here looking at this one.
Well, I have a feeling he's going to make the 9.
It's an easy game when it's done right.
Well done. So I have a feeling Casey hasn't done much wrong. Mark is just running out and getting the short wins with the combos, and he's doing a great job. Don't get me wrong, he's doing a great job. I think he has. Do you call those break and runs when you make the 4 9s, 1 9s, 2 9s, and all that?
I personally think of break and run as you go through all.
You got to run the
clear
whole table. Okay. Well, I think he had about 4 of those where Casey didn't come to the table.
Mm-hmm.
This time he had a solid, but he followed it.
And it found a clear path back out. Which that part's nice. But like you said, that break, at least for right now, that break's working for him.
Casey can't wait to get back to the table.
He's getting cold sitting over there.
But Mark's not willing to give it up. And you know that he's not going to play safety now. He doesn't want Casey at the table. What do you think?
I would almost think that he was going to play defense on this one, but I decided to
He
push
did
it.
Push, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, the only reason I said that is because even if he did decide to kind of back cut that 2 ball, that 3 was going to be tough to hold on to.
True. I'm surprised Casey taking this as cold as he is right now.
Mm-hmm. It looks like he's going to come out all right.
He got a little fortunate there. But I don't blame him for taking the shot. He's been waiting for it for a while.
Mm-hmm. If nothing else, just rotate the chalk on the
True.
tip. And
Well, the table is not sitting too tough.
is he going to run into that 7 and 9 down there?
Well, the 6 is in such proximity where you can just, if you can get good on 6, all you have to do is stop the ball, really.
Mm-hmm.
And off the rail, of course. However, he didn't get good on the 4.
He's
Running
got a
into
little
some
work.
traffic.
He's looking at powering this one down there. Looked like he was lining up for 3 rails to get back, or 2 rails, excuse me, maybe a 3rd. On that one, that's definitely one of those you drill at center pocket or go sit down.
I agree. He got a little aggressive there, and I think this is the opportunity that Casey was waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
Now the 7 becomes a little bit of a problem. However, he got a perfect angle on the 4 to get to the 5, and a simple shot on the 6 to get decent on the 7. He just needs to keep it together and run this table out right now.
I could see him. I could see him playing that 6 with the plans that 7's going to be a defense.
I think he got the perfect angle right now to go to the 2nd diamond on the long rail to play a simple cut on the 7.
It's a little wiggle room since he gets to play that rail on the other side. And
True.
yeah, I think I might have to agree with you there.
Played it perfectly too. However, he didn't want to be on the rail, and Maybe not this much angle.
That's going to start making that 9-ball look a
Very
little
nice.
tough. It's too far up to, I think, to draw into it.
Yeah, I think he needs to go up and down.
He agrees with you. Now, I'd like to
Now
have
that's
that
going to
out
fall
a little
short
more.
significantly.
Here's a stretch.
Oh, yeah, nobody's cutting this one in.
You don't want to leave Mark a bank shot either. So.
Well, he knew that, I guess, but
All right.
now this one is cuttable. The other one wasn't, but Casey fell short on that safety. I think he had to hit that a little bit harder to get that cue ball to the short rail.
Think he'll try for it?
I believe that he's gonna go ahead and try to cut it in.
I mean, he's got 2 pockets if he's been playing any 1 pocket lately, but
He also has a good cushion of 6 games, which is significant in this
Yeah.
format.
very true. Ooh, that was thin.
Ooh, I'm not sure if he. Okay,
Yeah.
I believe that he did touch it and gave up. And this is something that Casey needed right now. Mark butchered that shot. I'm not sure why he hit it that hard. I'm not sure if he didn't see the angle properly, but he committed to it, and this is what Casey needed.
Mm-hmm. Back to a little bit of table time. He just has to be careful with that, 6-7 ball run.
I agree. And if I was in this position, if I lost another game after winning this to catch up, I would take a short break. Just to get my jam together, wash my face, talk to myself, and come back full force.
And they are at the halfway point, and so it would not be uncommon. Ouch.
Yeah, he can't afford
Pocket
to.
everything out there. Holy smokes, what a great break.
Wow.
Almost got that 8-ball too. Yeah, if there's a problem ball out there, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, the only problem, shape. He got ball in hand for it.
Mm-hmm.
A simple 2-railer, short, long and long, will do. See, when you're out of stroke, you second guess this stuff, but you know that is the shot.
I wanted a little bit more room on it, but
Got a little too hard.
yeah, if that went down another diamond, it would be okay at that speed.
That'd be perfect. Now, there's no way to get close to the 5 where you have to actually get back to the 7. Okay, he made a great shot. But now, you're 5 feet away from the 5 ball where you have to come back another 6 feet. This is where no English shines sometimes.
Draw it straight back over.
Yeah,
Ouch.
exactly. And he overdid it, which he had done with the ball in hand also. I think that comes from lack of practice, lack of table time, and confidence, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think here, Alan? I don't see much.
I think the problem is I'd be too tempted to go for that 8-ball from here.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All right, time to test out Casey's banking skills. It's
Casey's not going to give up on this, and I think he's going to just slice this in.
even off the rail like that.
I believe so.
And he's got a straight stick, so we're going to find out.
Well, I think he took your advice, and I think he's backing at it. Oh, he slices it.
No problem at all.
Good shot. I don't think Mark played the safest shot. I think, as the old timers would say, even a bad shot is better than a bad safety.
Oh yeah.
I
can
think
get behind
Mark
that
should have
logic.
just gone for one of the 3 bad shots rather than one bad safety.
And just like we talked about, it's Casey's turn for a few games. And
I agree, and he's getting chances, more chances now than he did in the first part of the match.
well, now he has the ability, since he's going up first, he has the ability to try to retain control, and it's showing to be working so far.
Absolutely, and he needs to not scratch on the break. He's sticking to the left side of the table for him.
He definitely moved over to the other side from there.
Makes the corner ball like you should on a 9-ball break.
Looking too shabby.
This is looking good right now. Casey needed this. Very tough position to the 2-ball.
I think he'll go back towards himself.
That would be tough how close the 1-ball is to the rail. I wonder if he could go behind the 5-ball, going short rail, long rail, short rail again, and towards the 2.
And just stay behind it to come back up this side, or?
Ooh, he didn't even like to shoot it. I'm kind of surprised, actually. He had a
And that ball goes inside.
pretty decent shot. I mean, even if you don't get the position, you could play the safety off the 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, he is absolutely no stranger to playing a defense, and it works very, very well for him, and less chances that he takes, and nothing wrong with that. I don't think. Well, maybe he can hit it, and if he does, he might stick it behind that. That's tough.
I have a feeling that cue ball will fit behind the 9-ball. And if he shoots it soft enough, that the cue ball might actually stick right behind that 9. I believe that was a good hit.
Look at that. Just like he knew what he was doing. Take a look before he gets to the end of the table, and you can't get more
Now,
behind
see,
him than
Casey
that.
brought this upon himself, in my opinion. He should have shot at that 1-ball. And even if he didn't get position for the 2-ball, he could have played his safety from there.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good chance to run out, and he let Mark back at the table. Now we're looking at, what is it, 3 times at the table now? 3 innings?
Scratching the side, so.
Now, of course, this is no Mickey Mouse out, but of course, Mark immediately lined up the 1-9 combo.
Think we'll see that cue ball head towards that 2 and 8 over there, or is he just going to play the shot?
I believe that's something that he has in mind. Yes, 1-ball is going to go towards that 2, 8, 5, 4. But none of that matters when you make that 9-ball.
Right.
Now, I believe when next turn that Casey's at the table, I believe that he should take a little break.
How do you feel yourself? I'm sorry about that. How do you feel yourself about whenever a player takes a break? I don't mean I have to go to the bathroom. I mean wants to take a break, like in the middle of a game or a match, as opposed to just picking the halfway point.
I think the sportsmanly and gentlemanly way of taking a break would be during your turn. So whenever it is your turn to even shoot, even if it's in the middle of the game, I believe that as long as it's your turn, you should be able to take a break. Not overextend it, not to get your opponent out of stroke, but to get yourself together to get back in the game. And I think that's what Casey needs right now, even if it's for 2, 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
they which I'm not a big fan myself of in between during an actual game. Like I said, if Mother Nature calls, you don't put her on hold kind of thing. But as far as in between games, that's never affected me. It doesn't matter if you're waiting for the halfway point or anything odd like that. But it's tough to be like in the middle of a game and then to be able to recover. That's like more probably me personally, where I guess if you're the kind of player that suffers from that same kind of thing, you got to, maybe it's good that somebody does it just so you figure out how to get out of that.
That's true. However, in every sport, there's a timeout. In tennis, there are the games before a set, and there's a little break every single time. Basketball has the same thing. Football has the same thing. I think it's okay. This being a majority of a mental game, I think it should be okay to take a little break and get your mind back together and come back full force.
Mm-hmm.
These guys aren't running. They're not out of breath. Their heart rate is not. However, your mind is not at the right place, especially when you're down 4 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Nice shot there. No reward. However, that was a very nice shot.
Yeah, you can. If he comes rail first off of this one.
He shouldn't let that frustrate himself. And he's lining up a kick. I like him for it.
He's gonna let Mark sneak in another one here. Not much work to do on this game.
Not at all. It's a easy 4-ball out. Nothing tied up. And Mark, again, sporting the center ball hit in every ball so far.
Mr. James Roberts joined us over here.
James Roberts, the JR. James Roberts, I thought you and Mike Burke had some pool to play.
Cue ball hitting that back short rail again. Comes back up, but dry break.
Anchor a thin cut. I have a feeling he did it again. That is just simply a bad safety. There's no reward for it.
Mark comes back with one that did work out.
Now Casey's going to go 2 rails, hitting at medium speed. Hit a little harder than I thought he would.
Yeah, get some distance.
He needs to
between
get,
them.
well, still, he had a much easier shot before that.
Yeah. So you're gonna get that pretty bounce too, like you did.
Well done.
Probably like a tiny more off of that, but I don't see him complaining.
I wouldn't either. The problem lies where the 6 and 7 are.
You're gonna get straight.
The position for the 5 will determine if this is going to be a run out or if it's going to be a safety.
So you leave it a little short. Yeah, he doesn't. Looks like he's wanting to leave it short and play
He
the
needs to
cue ball
go
towards the
high
7.
on the 5, where he can maybe perhaps bump the 7 even. And I think he got the perfect angle for it. I think he should just play to hit the 7, making the 5.
in the middle with a decent speed.
He's not doing that. He's playing right in between, and he shot it perfectly. Now, if the 8 doesn't go where the 9 is, he needs to do something with this right now. And he's changing his mind while he's down on the shot. I would get up from this.
Just like that. He heard you.
Well, not enough, because he half got up and well, he did exactly what he had to do there. But trust me, folks, he can't hear me. Ooh,
Well, he's still gonna come out okay, but
I have liked to be a little bit easier than this.
just go ahead and take your punishment and play it against the far rail back up the half table.
He had to, and he set himself up on this. You're cutting the 8 ball only to leave yourself a cut on the 9 ball, and you left yourself that. I think that's what makes most players miss. If your opponent left you that, I think he would have made it. I think it was the fact that he left himself that shot that he got discouraged and didn't pay too much attention to how serious that game would have been.
Just got a note from someone talking about how bad the traffic was out there. I believe that's what got Mark caught up a little bit on the way here.
That's what I heard.
Apparently it's still that way, so there must be
Oh,
some kind of fun going on.
Yeah, I saw a lot of troopers and deputies on my way here. Now, Casey needs to play one game at a time. He just needs to focus on one game. And he needs to not shoot bad safeties.
Well, maybe it's because normally he's made some pretty lock-up safeties, and I wonder if part of it's not. I mean, he's out of the ones that he's played here before, I think Mark's the toughest of all of them by a fair amount. He's just trying to play such a locked-up safe that we're trying to get so specific that it's throwing it off just that little bit that it needs.
I totally agree, and Mark is not missing anything.
Yeah.
So
I can squeak that again on him.
he might have a window. And I believe that you're right. He not only does he have a window, but also he can play a bit of better safety. Again, we can see Mark's center ball
Yep.
aiming, and he gets great success sticking to that. Excellent hit from Casey.
Thought he was going to get lucky there for a minute. And 7 ball stops it instead of help hide it.
Now, this is a tough positional shot. I'm thinking he could probably spin it between the 8 and 7 and go 2 rail. Ooh.
A little unforced error. And
He,
I don't believe that was called. So yeah.
Now, what's the rule here, Alan? Does Casey have the option to give it back? I guess he does. So, Mark is back at the table.
Was that I wasn't looking at Casey whenever did Casey tell him to keep going, or does that just?
I guess so. Mark shook his head agreeably. I'm guessing Casey put him back at the table, which I'm surprised again, though.
Calling Mambo again, or not again? Obviously, didn't call it last time.
This also gives him a chance to make the one ball too. Not for Karen. I'm surprised that Casey gave this back. And you're at the table.
Well, came out to be a good call. Now the 6 and 9 looks a little troublesome over there.
Now this is no easy table. I'm not sure if you can slow roll the 1 and hold for the 2. He might have to draw this into the 5. Is that the 5 or the 4?
Which one?
This one right here.
That's the 5.
That is the 5. So he might have to actually do that just to hold for the 2. I think that's exactly what he's doing. Nice. Now, I don't think the 6 goes anywhere.
It doesn't look like it.
At some point, he needs to address that. And this might be actually the time to do it. But no, maybe not. Maybe maybe off the 4. Even the 5. He has some options, but he needs to think about that right now.
Yeah, he's not really going to get there on this one unless he really sends that one, forces that one to the top rail and back down. I don't know that you want to run it that far.
I think he's thinking about it right now to get a wider angle on the 5 ball. To have an angle to break up the 6 and still have shape for the 7.
Yeah, if you just bump it, it'll hold still. But then you got to get the cue ball away from it.
True, you don't have to overdo this.
Okay, there's that angle you were talking about.
I think that's a pretty good angle.
It's just bad when that's the next ball. It's not like you get another one to help get back to it.
True. Okay.
Went the long way.
That is
look at
perfect. That is fantastic. That is a very good shot. If that doesn't give him some confidence, I don't know what will.
I'm still sitting here trying to figure out which one I want to be when I grow up.
Again, he's facing a touchy shot, unfortunately. I think he should just trust himself and slow roll this and play the 8 ball up table, which he has done sportively. That is it.
All right, so we had an extra guest out here. Brandon Johnson that decided to jump in the booth over here with us. I think he's running from the cops. Does
Yeah.
that sound about right?
I think so.
It was pretty close to it. They're running for me.
You want to say that? Come on, man. Talk.
Gaming chair.
Gaming chair, that's right.
Oh, so what we got going on? Mark is getting the rolls tonight, huh?
He's had a lot of early nines. I mean, he's shooting great. They're actually both shooting pretty good.
He's a champion. I'll take 11-7 for anybody in this room.
In this room?
This,
Okay, 11-7.
Even then, he's going to want you to adjust afterwards. So.
of course. See it.
Brandon's never going to set himself up on a bad second game.
Oh, you know that. Except at the casino.
What's the yeah? Yeah, that little hit I took the other day wasn't very fun. I tell you. That's right. They can beat me, but they can't bust me. It'll take a lot to bust me. What's in the middle here? How much are they playing for?
1,000 a man each set. They got 2 sets.
Oh,
2 sets
okay.
minimum. Already on the book, so.
That was a good shot.
That was really a good shot. Now,
Well,
he needs to watch out for that 7, though.
I'll just stop to drift up a little bit for the 6 on the side and roll up for the 7.
What happens to that?
Huh?
Nice. What do you mean drift?
Well, he's...
You gotta watch the smart guy. I hear he's over a 450 Fargo.
I definitely need a lot of weight. I'm only like a 200.
Is that even...
You got a little straight on that.
Might have to work a little magic on this one, but
The new cloth helps on this one. Where if you drew it, it gets that little extra groove and the zip.
mhm.
You can't slow down on this shot though. Like
at that.
like that.
Wow. I mean, come on.
Well done. That was a champion shot. That was pretty good. That's not 400 shot. You know that's 600 shot right there.
Jeez.
That's some James Roberts.
Right.
Yep.
That means gonna
And
hurt my
Travis.
table.
And Boba.
Who's in there?
I'm not naming Justin because Brandon's here.
Yeah. Justin's all washed up.
Don't say that.
They all a family man now.
Okay.
At home tonight with his son. He said, I gotta let him know what I do tonight. He's gonna live vicariously through me. I gotta keep him updated.
James said you got 11-7.
Oh, hello.
Anybody who offers me 11-7 gotta give me 10-5.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Now back to the match.
Back to
That was a good safety.
It wasn't to the... He saved himself.
Now finally, Casey nailed the safety. Got the ball in hand. Now he needs to, right now, close the gap.
15. 2 sets.
Well,
Minimum 2 sets.
Minimum 2 sets.
I mean, if nothing else, and obviously, win or lose on this one, it's to figure out what it is you need to do for the second set. And
Well, I think when you say minimum 2 sets,
They
I
break
think you're forced to play whatever you play the first set exactly the same the second set.
Yeah.
But I know Mark.
Well, the first two are both, unless they both agreed to increase it, the first two are going to be at the same. But at that point, yeah, if you go 1 and 1, you double it up and play a third. And,
I agree with that. And if you're Mark, if you're down 2, you still double it up and play another one.
See me last night, I was doubling it up. Played
Well, that's
Trinity.
the
I played
only way
Trinity
to
last
either get even or up.
I played Trinity last night. Then we were playing $400 or $500 games.
Alright, so what's the shot here? Well, I didn't
we'll
take
see.
too much time.
We'll see a
It's
defense
just
on
for
this
that-
one.
Yeah, defense.
2 feet bridge, but
Yeah.
Too rarely.
Oh, wants that to go a little further.
yeah, I think he's rushing it a little bit.
He definitely didn't take a lot of time on that one, but he just, again, that goes back to what we were talking
He
about
could have
before.
gotten behind the 9. He could have controlled one of the balls, not both, and ended up with a better safety. I think Casey needs to rethink his safeties. Maybe walk around the table just once or twice.
Listen, Marky Mark starts missing.
So does a 5 go? What do you guys think?
I think that's going to be a. I mean, I'd hate to go for a combo like that. He doesn't have a whole lot of choice, but to
Well, after
To
the
get a
4
little
6,
offensive.
and then he makes the 4. Does the 5 go over the 7?
Yeah. Looks like it on the screen.
Sweet.
oh,
Okay, then
no, you
Casey
can't,
should be out right now.
can't do much better than that.
We're about to find out now if the 5 goes. I think it does.
Oh yeah,
Real easy.
There's plenty
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
a lot of room.
You got us on camera too. Now.
It's off right now. It would have a big light on there.
You don't want you on camera,
I had it on when it was just me and him.
huh?
All right.
All right, Casey.
It's moving around so quick, I can't even hardly get the images up here. But we will say a real quick shout out to our friends over there at Bank Shots. Anybody that's over in the Dunedin area, or if you're not sure where that is, anything that's a little on the west side of Tampa, make sure you go down there. Be close enough to the beach anyway. You might as well stop in and say hello and tell them we said hello.
Yeah, good pool room. Awesome owner.
Mm-hmm.
Promotes the pool. Promotes players.
He's
Cares
sent,
about pool.
he's sent some great players out here, that's for sure. A lot of them do play over there at Bank Shots, and you can tell they definitely use their table time. They come over here and do a pretty damn good job.
Absolutely.
He just needs to step up and play some one pocket.
Uh-oh. Alex, you've been called out, man.
He had a good 8-ball game, Alex.
He does have a good 8-ball game.
I knew that was.
I'm not sure. Yeah, Mike kind of got super aggressive on that one, too.
3 games to go. Why not?
True.
I wouldn't want to give up too many, but giving up a couple. I mean, not
Well, you
too
don't
bad
want
of
to
a
give
deal.
up anything to this guy. When he casts the gear, he'll run out.
You're probably true.
Oh, Casey. Yeah, Casey.
Oh, absolutely. When he catches that gear, he's out left and right.
I bet against him before. I won't do it again. Uh-oh.
Can go towards the 7.
I think he'll kind of drag that one down a little bit.
Right. That's probably the safer way to play it, anyways.
That's how I'd play it if I knew what I was doing.
Right. Yeah.
So I do before, I can be a 740 as long as I stay on this side of that glass.
Good shot. Nice.
Made that one good too. Well, it looks like Casey's warmed up.
This is the one we're used to. That very first time that he came out here, I'd heard he was a decent shot, but really not a whole lot about him. Came out and kind of shocked the world on that one. He came out like he was very happy to keep his money and next guy's money and the next guy's money.
And you got my money.
There's plenty of people who got your money there.
There are. There are. Not a lie.
Good eye, Casey. Good eye.
All right. Yeah, if this was a longer race, I'd say it could go either way. And I mean, not saying that Casey can't pull this one back into the winner's side, but again, I think the biggest thing here is for him to, while trying to come back, figure out what works and make sure that happens on the second set.
I think Casey can afford to give up one more game. If Mark gets to 13, you don't want Mark on the hill.
Right.
I'll tell you that. So by the time Casey catches up or gets to 12, I think he can only afford to lose one more game. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's got the break. He's got the control of the table. If he shoots like he did the last couple games, I think he can do it.
And that's starting to show because you look at the last few games and he's starting to pull ahead of that gap. It's just, is he too far behind for this particular set? And we'll
You're
know.
never too far behind. If you don't miss, you never have to worry about it.
We'll know within about 8 games.
Right.
Especially in 9-ball.
Now
Wathen showing off his
now he's
banging
getting,
skills.
he's getting comfortable with those. Let's see, does that go?
No.
Well, it does. I didn't think it went.
Well, all of a sudden, Mark Wathen has a tic-tac-toe out.
You're seeing
Except
stop
the
shot, stop shot.
6-ball, in regards to the 8-ball, I'm not sure if that's going to create a problem, but it doesn't look like it.
He may draw this one back a little bit. It looks like he's going forward though. Oh, okay.
Now you would play the 6 where the 8 is, correct? What do you
It
think?
looks like there's plenty of room there, but then might be pushing that 8-ball along that bottom rail.
While playing straight for the 7, yeah.
Mhm.
Now it gets tricky a little bit.
Yeah, he didn't want to do that.
Now you got backboards with the 8-ball. So even if you're guaranteed to make the 6,
That's,
you need to control the rock right here and
Make
get
sure you play
decent
for the
shape
7.
on the 7. You have to play the 7 exactly where you're playing the 6 right now. Oh, he
I went for the combo.
went something completely different. Played it well.
Can't ask for too much more than that.
Wonder if he was playing that or if it was a miss shit.
That's how I felt.
I think it was a miss hit.
That's how I felt. I think he wanted to play the.
It didn't look like that's where he was aiming.
In 10 ball, it's a miss hit. In 9 ball, it's a great shot.
And there's no reason to play that. There's no reason to play that 6, right? Because you're not guaranteed. You don't know where the 6 is going to end up. You play the 8.
And lucky number 13.
Well, Casey can't afford to lose in any other games. This is it. He needs to put a 6 back together right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I might be wrong, but I think Mark won almost every game off of Casey's break.
Look that one up. Good point, and that's not what Mark wanted to happen.
Casey would win a game, and then Mark would win on Casey's break. I feel like maybe not all the time, but majority of it, and that would play a huge difference.
I don't see any trouble here.
I'm looking at the 4 ball, but other than that,
Looks like it. No, the 4 goes.
so
Yeah, it looks like it. Right?
I don't know. Maybe if it's traveling slow and gravity pulls it in, kind of thing.
It doesn't matter what if the 4 goes or not.
I was gonna let Mark find that out.
Yeah.
Big stretch across that table. Got a little height on him, so. Uh-oh. Well, that's where I'd leave it. Defense, but double kisses it.
Come on, Casey. I want to see a Hill match.
I think we all do.
I know he does.
Back in jacket. Oh my gosh. I think he just stymied
I think he
himself.
has a shot. And if the 4 goes, even if for a half a pocket, I don't
Right.
think it does, but even if it does, he can play it right now.
Yeah, but if he could have left it on, at least on the long rail, if he could have got to that side. I think that 8 ball just took that one away from him.
I agree with that. He could have played the combo, he could have played the carom. Now he can play neither.
Can't stop yelling.
Are we keeping you up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That answered our question for the.
Well,
Not sure what he played there, by the way.
it looked like he was playing like it was going in.
I mean, if it was that tight, why not slow roll it?
He needed to get shape on the 5. He had to hold the rock.
I wonder if Mark can see the, for the 4 ball to play the combo?
It doesn't look like it with the way that. Well, maybe he
He's
can.
lining up, I think.
Oh, he's just gonna bend it a little.
Oh, yeah, he is going to kind of mess it a little bit. Slide curve, you don't want to hit this too hard. He did, and it didn't have time to curve.
Mm-hmm.
When you hit the massé shots a little too hard, it doesn't have time to curve. And you lose control on that.
Yeah, not in that short a distance.
Half the time it's spin off the table. Ooh.
Okay.
Wow. That one's gonna keep. That's downhill that direction.
Did he think that he was going to run into the 5? I'm guessing.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
why would either hit it harder than that or slower than that, right?
Yeah, I would.
It's such a speed that he thought that maybe he would hit the 5.
little straight on that 6-ball.
Move the refrigerator. Should you move the refrigerator over?
Yeah.
You gonna run to the 9 here?
Oh.
Go around it.
Ooh, came a little close.
I thought it was going to be a decent amount above that. It's a good call. Never a doubt.
Played that confidently.
He's played the whole match, and that's probably why the score is where it is right now. Because
Yeah,
he's
the
played the whole match
scoreline
that
actually
way.
reflects that. You're right.
Oh,
Wriggled that.
you can even use the whole pocket there. I'm gonna go grab a drink. You want something?
I'm good.
I got one more game. I'll probably get it then.
Yeah, might as well just.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, maybe one more game. I'm not giving Casey enough credit here. So that's pretty rude.
Yeah, Alan. I thought you were a nicer guy.
But you're right. The way Mark is shooting,
Mm-hmm.
he might just run this game out right now.
We're stepping 9 at the edge of the pocket like he's done about 3 times before.
Brandon, I'll tell you what. I'll bet a drink here. He's out. And he jumps.
Wow, let's get that bartender back out here.
J Hall, I got no pool knowledge for people. I need a big spot from everybody, and you just need to get in the booth. Nah. I can call you and get you on a speaker if you want.
So we can send him a Zoom request.
Boom.
Zoom?
Jay Hall, join us.
I don't think he has Zoom.
Let's get him on FaceTime.
Yeah. Messenger.
See again. I have a feeling that Casey's really rushing.
Mm-hmm.
He has a shot, doesn't he?
They're gonna give out a 9.
Ooh,
Obviously.
you had to curve that.
That was a good shot.
He
That was a really good shot, but you didn't really have to do that.
Casey's gonna really try hard.
All right, there's no quitting that point. Just gonna ask if that 8-ball is going in the side pocket of that top left corner, and that.
You can ask any seasoned pool player that when it gets to this score line, there's nothing to lose. You might as well just let everything out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what Casey needs to do right now. No fear, just go all in and see if you can make something happen from nothing.
Doing that, we'll make sure we say hello to one of our favorite people out there and our favorite places to go up to. If you haven't been over to Sushi Ninja, it's actually over here in the Brandon area. Make sure you go and check them out. There's a couple locations, but I like the one that's over here in Brandon. I haven't been to the other one before, so kind of have to make that full disclosure. I think they are. They're right off of Bloomingdale for anybody that is over in this area.
And I think the chef plays pool.
He's not a chef.
You don't want him holding a knife.
Yeah, you don't want him. We actually ate Olive Garden yesterday.
Like that too.
What'd you have?
Me and Evan. I had the chicken Alfredo.
Okay.
He had all you can eat soup and salad.
They still have that?
Yeah.
Lunchtime, right? Can't beat it.
He even bought. His turn to buy.
Okay.
So I said, I don't need the lunch portion. I need the dinner portion. So I got the dinner menu.
Brandon paid for my lunch one time. Even let us supersize it.
Ah,
And we had to, three of us had to split a meal, but it was still good.
Right. But I called and complained on it, and they gave me a free meal after that.
I was gonna say you probably got time.
Yeah, I called and complained about it.
That was just an error on that one, but that he just hates the bridge. But look at the leave.
I've seen Mark play thousands of shots. I think maybe seeing him play with the bridge 2 or 3 times. He's a tall guy.
They can reach anything.
He didn't leave much.
He's trying for it, but he tried for it in a smart direction. But I think Mark's just gonna send that cue ball up table.
I think Mark's gonna play it soft, right behind the 6, where the 2 is.
Maybe cue ball go up there. Or?
Yeah, let the cue ball drift right behind the 6, between the 8 and 6, and that will also leave him a 1-9 bang combo. Now you gotta shoot it properly, of course.
8.
See, that's the part about this game I don't like. You have to hit it properly.
Now you can't play both shape for the 2 or the 9 at this point. I think you got to pick one or the other, and I think Casey needs to pick to play the 9.
We'll know as soon as
Oh,
he
he's not
cues
even
up.
playing any. I'm not.
I don't know what that was all about.
I don't know why he's playing safeties when he doesn't need to.
Yeah, you have to straighten the ball.
And you have a chance to make the 9 ball or play shape for the 2. He's playing safe when he's in line,
Look at that.
and he's playing the ball when he's out of line.
He'll hit it, but he's gonna need to get a good roll. He did not hit it.
I think these are the consequences of those bad shot choices, shot selection.
And I do not know if they are playing 3 foul.
Well, Mark looks like Mark thinks so. Now this is an easy hit,
Well, I mean,
but the other one was too.
yeah. I mean, he could just be wanting to put that one out there for that 9 ball.
He did call it.
Oh, they're playing Call the 9?
Yeah. That's the only one they call, but yeah.
Not 9 ball. What cheese that? I got 6 pockets to go for.
Oh, this would be a
Ooh.
confidence boost.
Well, now everything's opened up pretty good.
Well, there's nothing to lose after this point.
Mhm.
Casey might as well just go all in and do what needs to be done and run a few games out, get as close as possible, and put some pressure on Mark. That's it.
Wanted that one to come out a little bit more.
Yeah, now he needs to move that cue ball, and he really doesn't want to do that. He wants to keep the cue ball travel to a minimum because it's not working out for him.
Right between two different pockets. Head eyes.
Head eyes.
Again, that cue ball is traveling 5-6 feet. Now we're going to see the cue ball travel probably another. Yeah, that's a lot of mileage on that cue ball to get the right angle.
Still helps you get in stroke a little bit too, letting it.
He's on the wrong side then.
Yeah, and it's a funky angle too. It has an angle, but it's funky. You have to force this shot, power it.
And with the 9 ball sitting there, you got to go probably 2 rails to do it. Just have to stay below it. So.
Oh, this is so tough.
Yeah. We
You
saw
gotta play the short side.
he's gonna have to. We're going past those pockets. We don't ever
You
like
shot it
those.
really well. Stay down on it. At the right speed. Good out.
Nice.
Let me do this game in.
Nice. See if Casey can sneak in a little bit more. Like I said,
Casey
me,
needs
it's
double digits right now.
it's just such an advantage for him to start shooting well. Again, I mean, I'm sure it'd be great if he won this one, but the bigger outlook is make sure you get the next one.
Absolutely.
So
And
if
the
you
next
can-
one.
Yeah, as long as you can go into that second set feeling confident about your stroke and how you're playing and not have to come back from this kind of deficit. Not going to count him out yet, but it's very uphill. Oh, he got that one a little
Overhits
strong.
that one. He might get lucky and have a straight in, which is sometimes you need these little rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay to have them as long as you can take advantage and make use of them. I guess he didn't want to foul or jack up and risk the shot. He wanted to stay at the table, and he did just that.
Have a defense? Nope.
No, he doesn't think so, and I don't blame him. At this point, go all in. Yeah, very touchy shot right here. And the cue ball is traveling
He's doing
in
this.
pockets directions in this shot. Unfortunately.
Got that one a little soft.
He hit that not as confident as the previous shot.
Mm-hmm.
The bank will come with rewards. And he nails it. Now again, this is a similar shot. The cue ball is traveling towards pockets. It's a perfect.
Uh-oh. Don't you
Oh,
do
that's
it.
right. Oh, I think it's just gonna barely slow. Okay. Okay, he needed that. He needed that. That would have been devastating. Yeah. He made a good out there. He went all in. He made every single shot, all top shots. He was never in line. And he kind of needed that little bump.
I think Mark's getting scared.
And I would be if when the Jihad down by quite a bit starts marching back like he's doing here.
Casey was cutting my eyes off the balls that last game.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Pretty open table. Inside English. Should go down about half table.
You didn't even need it inside, just
Yeah.
decided to use it. Go straight back and forth. 7 there blocking anything else.
Oh, that's traveling fast.
He didn't get stymied. One railer. One rail kick.
Long distance down there.
Oh, he's gonna tie up to 6. Try to at least.
Yeah.
I would have went for the kick. Now, what do you think he'll do here? You think he'll try and play it between the 7 and the 8?
Well, he's definitely queuing, unless he's going forward. He's queuing up like he wants, and he's queuing at the bottom, so he's planning on going back across. But he shoot that one little. He's just trying to find that little hole in there, and I don't know if he got that or not. He's aiming straight at it. No, he's looking at it again. So you can see the edge of it. I don't know if it's makeable from where he's at. Sure is. They're gonna
Get
come
up,
around.
get up, get up. Alright, he's good.
Not a gimme cut, but he's still at the table and he's made a couple of those already. And Muhammad has it going today, and that voice would be none other than Mr. Troy Berber out here.
I met Mr. Ali the other day. Nice guy.
I have not seen anybody on the stream say that before, so I'm sure he appreciates that.
I'm trying to get a spot for him.
Oh, okay. I've never talked bad about him because I've been trying to get him to come out here sometime, but he's too busy for us little people. So what kind of roll is he going to get there? I think he might have left something open for. You see the swing, actually, that's sitting right on the rail, isn't it? That's a pretty tough shot he's got going on there.
Oh, you're lucky.
Right. He did not. And we got
long and strong.
we got a couple people that joined us. Troy had to go grab something out of his car real quick, but Mr. Brandon Johnson's in here also.
How you doing, Mr. Muhammad Ali?
Looks like he's got an open shot on that 8-ball. That was well done.
Like this is gonna be the end of set number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when you want to schedule some one pocket. We're getting the grease together. See what we can cook.
Alright, set number 1 if that ball settles down.
Alright, now
That does it for that set.
15-10. It's a great job to mark on that set, and I don't know if they'll go straight into the next set or not, but I guess we'll find out here in just a moment. I'd imagine they're gonna take a little break, but
Casey flips immediately.
oh yeah, he's ready to go.
Being here, do what you did last time. Because last time you come
Joking,
chair,
bending over there.
flipping around and doing all this other crazy.
That body suit. It's not.
Reset that score here.
And that's okay. It's good to get a little social. Let that steam off.
Biggest action.
Oh yeah, they're definitely going straight into this one.
I'm sure Mark doesn't mind that.
Let's see if we can. Let me see if they want me to reset that scoreboard for them real quick, and I'll be right back.
Casey gets right in it. Makes a great combo. And sets up the game.
Okay, we'll get the scoreboard that's in the background fixed. We'll just fix the score that's in the bottom of the screen here.
Now this is a touchy shot. He's right down on it, so he has something in mind. Oh, that is the last thing he wanted to do. He had a large area to send the cue ball to get it safe. However, he mishit it. I think he hit it a little bit too hard. He wanted to control both balls. Left Mark with an easy out. Dave Stam in the house. Mark Thomas in the house. Dave Stam, I'll ask Brandon if you'd like to play some. I think he's asking for 11-7 though. And then if you give him that, then he asks for 10-5. I'm not sure if the 9-ball counts on the break. Probably doesn't. However, he has an easy 1-ball with 3 to follow and a simple combo for the game. Yeah, but I don't want to like all of a sudden mess it up and then run over and get, no, I'm watching.
Alright. 2-0. Taking care of business again.
Yeah, Mark is on a roll and he's doing it good.
That is a lot to deal with.
Mo, I can't do that. I'll do it face to face. How's that? Alec, I agree, man. And I don't know if you watched the first set, but Mark had several of those. And that made the difference in the first set. Thanks, Mo. I didn't even know about it. Well, don't drink and watch. Don't drink. Don't watch and drive, Alec. Well, I don't think Casey's demoralized, so to say. He got his beautiful wife, Kristen, right here. And son, Logan.
Alright, I'm gonna go check.
All
on his
hanging
wife.
out.
I'll let you know if I'm coming back.
Okay.
And sweating the match. See you, man.
I was gonna get down there to get a hit on it, but he's going straight into it. Okay. Never mind.
I don't even know if that ball goes though. Is he playing? He's playing it straight on, I think. But then you gotta plan for the 5. I'm not sure. I think he's comfortable enough right now to take the chance.
Look at that 8 ball.
And I don't think you should do too many of those, regardless of the scoreline or the set situation. I'm not sure what to.
That 8 ball's all kind of the way.
He's
gonna try to
curving
mess
it,
around
but he's leaving a wide open table.
And that's where the problem comes in with the tables being a little clean. It's just not gonna grab.
Right. And if you notice, Mark is not playing any softer shots. He is letting his stroke out, hitting center ball. Not necessarily controlling his speed, but more playing by the feel.
And Alec, I see you said you're traveling up to Jacksonville. Good luck in that tournament. There's gonna be some big shooters up there.
I agree, Chris. Big shout out to Dave Stam. Well done, Alec Saputo. Good job, buddy. Qualifying. Who's the third guy? Do you remember? Somebody else qualified, I believe, for the U.S. Amateurs. Recently at Strokers. It was Alec, Dave Stam, and... Ooh! Is it Justin Stock?
I'm not sure, because I do remember seeing the picture where they came out. I just don't remember who they were.
I think it might be Justin Stock. Well, congratulations, guys. You earned it. Deserve it. Good luck to you.
100%. You didn't luck your way through the qualifiers.
Absolutely not. Not at Strokers. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate you, man. Miss you.
Yeah, got a shot on it.
Tough one, but yes, surely he does. Do you think he needs to swerve this a little bit?
Looks like he's gonna push, so I'm gonna say yes. I thought he might give that one back. Leads it long.
Which Casey I don't think has any problem with. He likes these shots, and I can't really see the angle, but Mark. Wow, he's too confident. He's super confident right now. He can't miss. It's
Everything straight in
the
and 2 feet away.
he can see the shot. It's unbelievable. He's shooting very good. Casey needs to stop playing safeties and just outshoot. He's capable.
Mm-hmm. And Justin Stock, you might be right. Rolando may have qualified. I don't know how many qualified this year, whether it was 3 or 4.
I remember 3 that I asked Rolando, and if I remember, yeah, that's what's up. Oh, he lost to Brian. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, Mello, yeah. That guy shoots impressively. Well,
I don't think I know who that is.
Mike Mello?
Mm-hmm. Is that from
He
your side of the
shoots
world?
really good. Unbelievable. I don't think this guy shoots up but once or twice a week, and he shows up and just makes balls.
Oh, he took a long pass.
It's very impressive.
He's got the angle he
And he's a
wants.
good sport about it, too.
We're good. They made it first round.
Jose is a champion, man. He plays every
Oh,
sport.
there you go. Jason, Alec, and Craig Ray. all
Yeah.
qualified.
Rich Go is the usual suspects. I don't know. This is a tough cut. But you just have to make it. Well, this was the first time I saw him use a little right English, and if you saw that being that close to the object ball, I believe that the cue ball threw a bit too much, and he hit it thick. Now these balls you don't have to hit too hard. I think you just have to kind of medium speed, let that cue ball just grab. If you hit it too hard, I think the cue ball dies, having that top spin.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit it too soft, then you're in the middle of nowhere. Hit it perfect.
Ties it back up 2-2. Looks like this one's got a good chance of being a little closer than the first one. We're starting this one off. Anybody that's not going out to the excuse me, the tournament up north, there's one that's going on right here in our local area. We're in Plant City at Michael's place. It's the Classic Billiard Outfitters is doing the 8-ball shootout this weekend, and looks like they've got a lot of people that's going to be participating in that one. So hopefully you can come join. We're actually going to, and we don't do a whole lot of on the road live streaming. I'm actually going to take a little bit of equipment and head over there first thing in the morning and see if I can't watch it from the only position I do well at.
Well, that's exciting. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it should be a good time. That Classic Billiard Outfitters, they're very new over here, and
Is that the one in Lakeland?
yes, Well, Plant City, Lakeland.
Plant City-ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
All 7
I actually
diamonds.
talked to Jeannie Seaver and Sonia Chabib. And I think they might be heading over there too.
Maybe.
I think Mark Wathen just missed ball in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I didn't leave much, but hey, I'd be super excited to come back after my opponent misses ball in hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to make something out of this.
But he'll.
I see a few shots.
History proves itself. He'll make the hit, but then he also has to make it and get shape on the 2. So.
Now, he's not the tallest guy in the world, but makes a great jump. Ooh, he doesn't want to.
We'll get lucky.
Hey,
Big lucky's it.
Mark got lucky. Missing ball in hand, and I think it was Casey's turn. Now, he didn't hook Mark, and Mark has a better chance for a safety now,
Mm-hmm.
possibly behind the 6. But he doesn't want to underhit
the
it.
other way.
Even better, but he underhit it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think going the other way, he had a better chance of. He had more blockers, if you will. He had 5 balls to get behind, whereas this way he was just trying to get the cue ball behind the 9 ball. He didn't achieve that.
Has to bump it a little more.
Case needs to punish him for that right now. Did you bank this?
I would. I'm wondering. I mean, he looks like he's queuing up to bank it. I was wondering if he's going to do that or instead of just leave it on the bottom rail. He actually kind of overstroked it for the double option there, but now he's left Mark open.
Wide open. Now, Mark can't think that this set is going to go as easily as the first one.
Right.
He can't get too comfortable. Casey will punish him for that. He needs to do exactly what he did the first set and take advantage of every opportunity that he gets at the table. Kind of like that. This is a tough shape for the 5 ball. You can play for the sides, or you can play for the 9.
He's got a touch of angle, so it looks like the bottom right pocket from where we're looking is open.
Oh, okay. And that makes sense, but
And you can just kind of throw that cue ball over by the long rail.
I would think. Yeah, I wasn't sure if he had.
And maybe it wasn't as open as I thought it was.
Well, this is what Casey needs right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the toughest of outs. I would bump the 7. I don't know why he's not just looking at that. Just bump the 7, kind of. Well, he's a lefty, of course. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think here, Alan? Is he gonna bump the 8 or go up and down, back and forth, zigzag?
I think you have to go back and forth. This is the same shot that when we saw Mark II just a few games back.
I
Came
think
up a
he's.
touch
I think
shorter,
he's bumping it.
He is.
I don't blame him for that. I think he had the perfect angle to. You have a better chance to get a shot.
Perfectly controlled.
Hit it great.
Those two are going to stay online.
You deserve it. Well, Casey's coming in strong now.
Well, now we get to see a little bit different game just because now Mark gets to play from behind instead of
Good
7
point.
points in the lead.
Excellent point. Let's see how that works out. Now, Casey needs to control the break.
Mm-hmm.
He cannot afford to keep giving ball in hand to Mark.
I think Casey's got a more consistent break. Anyway, we'll often see him just plant that cue ball in the middle, and that's perfectly fine to do in 9 ball.
I agree with that. But also, as we talked before, I think Mark won more games from Casey's break than he won on his break.
Mm-hmm. A dry break.
That is a very tentative.
Actually, got a little top on that one, so he didn't
Right.
quite hit that one like he usually does.
I don't know if he's trying to break safe or. Because I'm not really sure what the purpose of.
Maybe trying out just a closer to a soft break and or he gets a
More
great
cluster
roll.
and
Mhm.
playing the tactical game. Okay, which Casey is probably has the advantage, upper hand on in the tactical game.
Maybe a good hit. We're going to find out, and looks like that's straight in the corner.
It does.
Yeah, you got all kind of room there.
He might even have a little angle.
He does, and I think that's why he's having a jacket more on the backside of the
That's
eight,
right.
but or to not get behind the eight, I should say.
All right, Mark's not even wasting time. Decides to play safe.
Mm-hmm.
Not a very effective one. Casey has a better one right now. Tough to control.
There you go.
He does it perfect.
Oh, is that going to go in?
That's okay, I think. He might even prefer it if it went. Yeah. Because Mark's just going to jump this, or he didn't want that by the side pocket. He didn't want that anywhere near the pocket.
He's playing it like Efren would.
Ooh, Mark is nowhere close. He misses by 2 feet. He didn't even look at it. Now, Casey wants to extend the lead right now, and hopefully he can run this out and possibly break and run for the next one. He will put some heat on Mark, and things will get exciting. Let's go. 2 rails out, center table. Overhit a bit, but he had a lot of room for error,
Yeah, that eight
which
ball
helps
sit
with the
pretty-
linear stroke out. You know, you're better off probably overhitting this than underhitting it. So he did the right thing on that.
Even from there, he can get on either side of the 9 ball. Came up a little further, I'm sure, than he wanted to.
Well, he's gonna spin it inside and slow roll it. Whereas I thought that he would go 3 rails, but hey, preference. He's dead straight. Now he needs to just break and run and put some heat on Mark.
4-2. Definitely a different game.
We got action. Alec, you're the man. We need you up in here, man. Hey, Dave Stam, you know I was on time here, right? I got here at 5:59, my friend.
That's standing in the driveway out there with a stopwatch, and he made it.
I did make it. I did. Barely, but I did.
Wide open.
Wide open is right.
Only one bad thing happened there. We're gonna see a draw shot here.
Oh,
He's
he's
going
following
forward.
it out. Yeah, 2 rails out, I think.
Okay.
Now, this is a very touchy shot because the three ball is going to go to the long rail. The cue ball is bouncing off. And you just want to get that 4 not come into play. Whoa, he got super lucky on that.
Oh, you don't want to move that. Well,
I wonder if it went to a unmakeable position, or is it...
considering the 5 ball's down there, I guess it's not too bad where the 6 is, but that 6 made that 7 a lot easier to get onto. A lot of inside on that one.
Shot that one great. Yeah, good point. Yeah, the 5 being down here makes that easier. And those little things have been the difference so far in this matchup. Clearly that 6 ball goes in the side pocket.
Yeah.
The way he shot that. Or
Yeah,
did he even look?
It's off the lip of just a hair, so he definitely has room there, but now it's almost like he has to draw it straight back and
Yeah, but you
take a
can't
look
hit
at
this
that.
ball hard, can you?
Well, from there, since it's a little off that rail, I
So
don't
close,
think he's gonna
right?
have too much trouble.
Yeah, he played the safer version of the. This shouldn't be a
He's
too
gonna call
much
a 9
trouble.
just in case.
He's second guessing it. See, he just changed. He was aiming high, now he aimed low. I don't think he has his mind set up. Well, now he's committed to the shot, which is what everybody should do.
He's
Make
okay.
up your mind before you get down. If you change your mind, get back up. Replan, regroup, and then get back down and make it happen. And that's exactly what he did.
Changes from 4-3. I like this match.
Johnny Lopez in the house. Okay. Ha, Dave Stem doesn't believe me. Believe Alan. I was on time.
Just for the record, I was also on time. In fact, about 12 hours early.
I vouch for that.
So not an easy hit here. You see that it's almost like the natural spot. Well, he's
Alec, I see what you did there. I like where that's going. So far on the set, nobody had a successful break where they just ran out and put some pressure on the other guy.
I think Casey's very first, if I'm not mistaken, his very first wreck was a break and run off his break, his own break.
You're right.
And I don't think we've had one since that, to your point.
Now, this is a good spot to play safe, honestly. Unless he's going to get dead perfect on the 4 to run out on the 5. Good job, sir. Yeah, I expected the tentative Casey like you did the first set,
That guy's gone.
where he came out strong. Now you got to watch out for that titty. I hate to say it, but that side pocket titty, you don't want that in play. You want to fall way short, which I believe that's exactly what he had in mind, and he wanted to just spin it right out of there.
The other titties that got him.
Titties, Has something to do with everything. Yeah.
Right.
Well, this is one way to.
Add a roadblocks. Yeah, no.
What do they call this? The Cosmo? Yeah, Casey's given Mark way too many chances to build his confidence with easy outs. Open table, 4 or 5 balls left with ball in hand.
Yeah, Mark has no shame. He's just gonna take them.
Oh yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't back up. No.
Not worried about your feelings. You just
Nope. Gonna make it happen. That's right.
Alex Saputo, thank you very much for the stars. Really appreciate that. And the clapping. I haven't seen that one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, like you're the man. So about those doubles, yeah, let's make it happen. What do you have in mind? Did you see that? That rack actually acted a little funny. That may have been a bad rack where a couple balls jumped actually and ran in.
He might have landed on the head ball as well, but that's like gonna end up.
That's still such a tough shot. He's hampered by the 9.
Well, he's good with the 1, but he does have to get far enough out for 2.
And he's hampered by the 9, and he
Yeah.
has to. He has a bad angle. He has the wrong angle, so he has to probably just slow roll this and get as much high ball as possible. But he's not doing that. I think he's going to force the issue and play safe. He hasn't been successful with those, and I don't think he's successful this time either.
And he's left the edge of it. Wait, well, let's look down. Let's look up here. Okay, I thought he might have got behind the edge of that 6, but it did not. Well, worked out well for him.
This still looks very tough to get back to the 2.
He can cheat the pocket a little, but put too much top English on this one, it's going to die on the top rail.
Yeah, but you still have to clear all those 3 balls right there. Same goes for Mark. He has a better angle to get to the short rail. And that's exactly where you want to be, is the short rail. They can slow roll. Yeah, he's asking for trouble right there, and I'm not sure if he got.
He got. Let's look at the top.
Is he good? Yeah, he's.
Maybe not.
I'm not sure. He has a bit of it. Okay.
Oh, for days. It's
Well
hard
done,
to tell.
well done. Overhit it a bit, but. And again, Mark is a righty, and he needs to stretch, and he doesn't really like the extension.
He's going to
And
try
his left hand is
stretch.
useless. So, yeah. I know that from experience. Look at him.
Might as well push it with your
Yeah,
hip.
he does a
for where
little,
that is. Great shot.
Leave and action. Okay. Now this is super tricky also. You either jack up and go to the short side of 6, or you get low on the 6, jeopardizing the position for the 8. This is very tricky. I think you go all in and play for the short side for the 6. Kind of jack up, make sure the ball, at least that way you're on the safe side of the 6. The 8 ball never comes into play, you're never on the rail.
He's going to go crossed.
He's going to. Ooh. Yes, it's so easy to overhit the shot. I think what she
Wonder if he was
kind of did.
I wonder if he was just happy with let me just get down there and be able to hit the ball, and I'll figure out what to do afterwards. He's
I
got a
think
cut
that's
on it.
kind of his style. You said it just right now.
Well, missed it on the pro side, and six just didn't come out as.
He's not too happy about it.
That's
I think he knows what happened there.
all right. Where she stops.
Nobody knows.
Flat shot time.
See, he's rushing it. I believe that you need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even fifth rail with this shot.
He played it. It came out really well
that's-
for him. I actually like the left pocket on that one, but he showed that he made the right choice for him.
I guess so. Yeah, he's not afraid of this shot, so. And he played two great shots. That's very good out. Good out, sir. I would try to get it a bit better on the 9. And go probably 4 rails on that 9 ball. I mean the 8 ball. But he obviously played the right shot and got out perfectly.
And that's I think a lot of that comes down to how did you practice it last time, and
True. Very true. Alec, I like that. I like that. Yeah, that's a tough game for us. I would have to check with Jeannie. And I will definitely let you know as soon as possible. I would enjoy that game. And we can talk details in private.
oh, probably wants that one as well. No, I guess he'd have been fine if it did drop, but
Yeah, I think that's probably what he had in mind also. He played that very well. Those are tough, touchy shots when they're all the way inside that pocket.
you just draw for this one, or 'cause
I think-
that six might start to get in the way if you don't. But
Yeah, you got a point. Yes, I think that's exactly what you need to do and try to get. Well, he did spin it, but he got perfect on it. He got perfect on it because the last thing you want to do is dead straight on the 3.
right.
Yeah, I played these balls pretty sportily. He has a couple options here. I would like to use a little inside and go 2 rails. 4 is a 6. I think that's probably what he's going to do also. And again, he has a couple options. I would just follow this with straight ball
I like that.
to get on the right hand side. Well, he ran 2 rails. Again, preference like you said. You want to let it stroke out. And he got a perfect angle for the 7 just for automatic shape. And that's exactly what you want when you're playing 9 ball.
I don't know if this is a different Casey or a different Mark, but it's working out for Casey so far.
This is definitely a different guy than the first set. He's playing with more confidence, making better selections, shot selections, and he's just making it happen. I'm not saying he played bad in the first set. I think he just made 6, 7 balls and let Mark win the game. Now this time he's getting out. Now Mark needs to keep up.
I wonder if they decided beforehand to use the. Sorry about the score down there, folks. We'll get that straightened out. What if they decided beforehand to use the triangle rack instead of the magic rack?
I'm not sure.
Because I know which one Casey prefers, at least with the 10 ball that he's played out here before. Maybe maybe that was something they had talked about beforehand. I see a 3-9.
How do you? A lot of players prefer the Magic Rack, and I guess that makes things consistent, and it favors the better breaker.
Absolutely.
Casey might think that he might be the better breaker, which he showed that he actually is in this matchup. And the break is super important in 9-ball.
Mm-hmm.
If you nail that break, you're just gonna keep running out, or just keeping control of the table. So I guess I don't blame Casey for electing for the Magic Rack. I believe if we asked Mark, he would have probably preferred to play with the wooden rack or the traditional setup. Now Casey's going for a 3-foul, looks like. And that's not...
Yeah, he wanted that definitely stuck against the backside of that 6-ball.
He wanted that really tight. And Mark can simply hit exactly where Casey
Ooh.
hit.
It's the 4-ball, or 5-ball, excuse me.
Casey has if he really does have a 3-foul in mind, I believe that sending the 1-ball from the long rail towards the 7 and 5 and sending the cue ball towards the 3 and 9 is the shot. That kind of guarantees the safety as far as the cue ball goes, and it also makes it pretty tough to hit when the 5 and 7 are there.
He's trying for another one.
Yeah, two anyways.
I think he got
No.
hooked behind that one, though. Definitely not.
Now the 3-foul is out of the question. Mark needs to get out here. He can't let this set get too far away.
He's putting some mileage going back and forth across this table.
Yeah, this is a tough shot. Is he running into the 3-ball? What do you think? Not at all.
And gets a really good hit on the 4-ball.
He's getting some good bumps. We all had it. You gotta take advantage of it when you're getting them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't last too long,
Right.
you know. So while you're getting them, you might as well just make the best of it. Not just because of Mickey Mouse out. And he's doing the right thing, keeping that cue ball right in the center of the table. That gives you the most options.
In doubt, return to the middle.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
I've heard that same thing since I was a 2 in APA. So.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the middle of the table. You have most options. There are very few shots that are not accessible in the middle of the table. Mark makes a really good shot. Nice. Lets it stroke out, and that was a good follow. Well done, Mark.
Take a look at that shot. You got him back around that table again. That one really took off. You see that English
Sure
take
did.
as soon as they hit that first rail.
I think he had to do that, or else he was stuck with the short side of the 9.
Mm-hmm. Didn't get him.
What I call it telestrator. These snooker guys are commentators are so good with the telestrators.
Oh
And
yeah.
I don't know if you ever watched Three Cushion Builders. They're also amazing. But that's, I think, mathematical. It's just, that's exactly how it's supposed to be. And I always thought there was a machine that does that. But back at the game, Mark has full control of this table right now. Little off angle here. I like to draw this and fall short for the 4 ball.
I could see
I have a
that.
feeling he just changed his mind and
Mm-hmm.
he likes to do that. Nice, falling a little steep on this one.
And it's a little past the pocket, so
It would be tough to control the speed. However, the natural angle just takes you towards that long rail where the 5 is.
where is he banking it?
To the side.
Oh no, okay.
However, yeah, you just
Uh-oh.
don't want to flirt with the 7, which it's very close. Yeah, see,
He
but
got
he
a good
still
spin
played a
on that
very
one.
good shot. Yes.
He made lemonade on that for sure.
Well played.
Good hit. Now, where's the roll go?
Not bad.
Let the cue ball go to make that one.
And you have to. And I don't think there's a scratch here. I believe that if you could just follow it with plain ball, I think you can fall behind the 9 to go long rail, short rail, long rail. Well, you played it the safer way, which is probably the smarter way to play it anyways, if you like long shots. Now, this is no gimme, but Mark feels confident about it. Right down on it, drawing the ball, trying to get semi-straight on the 7. And he does it perfectly. That is well done, sir.
Somebody he listens.
Trust me, he can't hear me. Ooh, oh, we're done this way. Has he? No, perfect. Come on.
Over what? Over this game? Okay. Yeah. Ties it
Mark
back up.
ties it up. Yeah, he won't let Casey get away. At first, beginning of this set, I thought Mark maybe got a little overconfident. He made a couple loose shots, took a couple chances. But now he showed us that he's here to play and he's here to win the second set also. Nails the break. Had he controlled that cue ball a little bit better. I see him jumping this. What do you think? No?
I haven't seen him use a jump cue all day, even though I thought that that might have been the one to pick earlier. And
You're right. He did push.
just starting to think that maybe he just either he's trying to stop using it or prefers not to, or granted, hats off to anybody that doesn't use it, because you learned how rails work.
Yeah, Alec, you got a good point. Yeah, Casey's finely tuned. You're right. But you know how Mark plays. He doesn't hold back. He's fearless. He's just gonna go right after that ball.
And that one, that was a good try, because I mean, I don't know what Casey's gonna do here. except just to give himself some visibility at the 2-ball. No, he's gonna drill it and try to get back down there.
This just became a tough little game. It's just gonna turn into a tactical battle now because they're gonna slow roll.
I think he played as well as he could. I don't know if anything touched a rail. It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I think he called it on himself also. These guys are like that up. They're super sportsmen.
Without a doubt.
Even if Mark hadn't seen what had happened, Casey would have called it on himself, and which he had. Now, this is not an easy table. There's not a good path from the 2 to the 4. There's not a good path from the 4 to the 5.
How about a defense?
Well, he heard you.
If you all things everything else failed, I guess that's the option. He hasn't played a lot of defenses today, but when he does, he's obviously playing pretty good ones.
Obviously working out, and I think he did realize that Casey is not in dead stroke, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
And he also, I think, Mark is probably realizing also he's getting a few rolls here and there also.
He had that one too,
and he got perfect on that 4, but now it's Casey's turn. I think you just draw this ball exactly where it's at. You don't try to get cute. I think he's trying to get cute.
I think I'd want to get a little bit of angle. He actually might have come out of.
You're just
touch
going to
further
have
than
the
what, but-
wrong angle. Now you got to do more than you have to.
That's what I
Okay,
like this.
that's pretty perfect. Okay. Well done, sir. How do you feel about that 8? Alan, do you think it goes inside, or is he gonna play for the corner?
Well, it's gonna easily go inside now.
Well, that's the end of that conversation.
Yeah, that was that little mental error there, and or unforced error.
The fact that he jacked up didn't help.
Yeah.
If this ball is close enough to the rail, I think that's a pretty simple shot, especially on a newer cloth.
Ooh.
All right, Casey, this is your chance to get ahead again.
That's his reprieve on this one.
There's not much you can do wrong here,
Just
other than
Anything-
miscuing or something.
right. Just a stop shot's all he needs. He may draw it back a little bit, but
Just keep composure and slow roll the balls and make it happen.
and give that one over to him.
Meanwhile, I'm on the floor, ready, which I was playing with.
Flip it around.
I got it. That's a nice break, but he didn't make anything.
Mm-hmm. 3 rolled in there at the last minute to get in the way of the 1.
I'm actually surprised that Mark is playing the better safeties. I would expect Casey to nail the safeties way more than Mark, but
I'm actually almost betting that it's hard to say where that 2 ball is, but I'm almost betting he makes this one.
no bet. Ooh, I think he miscued jumping.
He may have, unless.
Well, you're not gonna miss by 4 feet.
Yeah, not the way he's been jumping today.
True. Well, do you see any trouble here, Alan?
Not for these guys.
I have a feeling Mark's gonna take care of business and run out right here. You kind of just want to go towards the 5 ball on this one. You don't want to try too much, or it clearly doesn't pass the 6. You don't want to get on the other side of it. I think you just aim for the 5 ball.
Or do you go forward? Try to go around 3 rails.
Let's see. That's what he wanted to do. Let's see what
He
happens.
stroked it.
He overdid it.
Yeah.
Now he has a pretty bad angle
Going away from it.
to get. I wonder if you can go behind the 8 with a high ball. No, probably not.
Question is there? I mean, how much good comes out of making the shot? I mean, he's made some pretty phenomenal shots and leads with it, but you have to force this up the top rail.
Oh,
Okay.
That's actually a very smart shot. That's a very clever shot. I applaud that. That's pretty good. He realized he knew his limitations. He didn't want to push it. He knew that was too much to ask, especially at the point where the match is right now.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to take the chance. I don't blame him.
This isn't last match anymore. The first set anymore. So.
Not to mention he's not up by 5 games anymore.
Mm-hmm. Both of them left little openings for each other. I don't know if you can see enough of it to bank it, but
Yeah, I see Mark kind of. Oh, he's playing the safety.
need that to slow down. Let me take a look at that 9 ball real quick.
Yeah, I think he left Casey.
Yeah, he's calling it.
And there's value in shooting this shot.
Where's the cue ball and the 4 ball going to be?
The 4 ball will be moving. You guarantee the 6 ball will be moving. There's no chance of scratching.
Look at that.
And he just nails it like there's no tomorrow. Well done, sir.
Couldn't have made that pretty if you moved the 4 ball out the way.
Absolutely. Mark had a couple things to say about that.
Where do you think you learned it? From one of the 4 times that Mark did it earlier?
True.
If you're just going to keep showing me over and over again, eventually I'm going to figure it out.
Here's mine. Alec, you got a point. You know that guy's a gambler. He's fearless. He just takes care of business. You know he wants to win. He might not be playing the best pool of his life, but he's going to bring it to you. You know it. And the fact that every time Casey wins a game, he breaks dry is not helping.
Mm-hmm.
That's my alarm telling me to take my cholesterol medicine, by the way.
Might want to do that.
Huh?
So you might want to do that.
Oh, no. Doc said I'll be okay.
if you start falling out in here, I don't really know what to do. So just
Don't tell anybody.
Well, crank that one.
That was a TV shot right there. He got a little steep here, didn't he? Is he almost
Probably
straight?
A little further up than he wants to be, and looks very close to straight. Haven't seen much of that.
Well, he still didn't leave a easiest shot in the world.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like here, Alan? I expect Casey to cut this in. What do you think?
So that's kind of a funny one because I want to say that he's going to cut it in, but I also want to say that he's going to play a defense. So, but cutting it in wins.
Well done. Very nice shot. Leaves him himself with the perfect angle
Oh yeah, you're right.
to go 2 rails, long rail, and landing semi-straight.
He
for
didn't
the
get up as high as I thought he would.
I know, he babied that. He let up on that. Did you see?
I thought he kind of drag it over just a little bit to kind of get reasonably straight. With the 8 ball sitting where it is, as long as he makes the 7. Ooh, that went down the distance itself. So he's gonna have to come all the way back to the bottom side of the table, isn't he?
He's making it harder than it should be. He's taking care of business, but this could be a lot easier.
Want to be in that 50-50 spot.
Oh, you got this inside. Okay. But he's moving that cue ball a little bit too much, and I think that's how you get in trouble.
Yeah, but that last shot, having to shoot it that way, that's kind of one of those.
You had to, but you put yourself into that situation.
You do, but I mean, you're playing position for 6 pockets at that point. You don't know where it's going to end
Oh,
up. It's
yeah,
just-
good point. Good point. At that point, yeah, you don't. If you can control that cue ball traveling 20 feet, 15, 20 feet, then hey. It's too much fun. All right, let's get some predictions, guys. What do you guys think? Is Casey gonna win this second set? And if he does, do you think there's gonna be a third set, and how much? Let's get some ideas. Well, Casey goes for another safety, but this time he had a plan B, and I think he got marked with the 3 ball. Mark is an easy kick, but
Scratches, kicks a few
Ooh.
things.
Mark simply just use up that game. Well, the poll is up, guys, so get on that Facebook page. Tell us what you think.
I think it no. Oh, there it is.
I have a feeling if Casey wins this set, they're gonna probably want to double it. What do you think, Alan?
You know, it's really tough to say, but that would absolutely not surprise me at all.
I wouldn't. Now Casey's getting a few rolls, and he's breaking a little bit better. He's definitely shooting better.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think this time, I mean, this second set, he's getting more chances to be able to shoot better. So,
Good point.
Mark just he came out like fury on that first one with some of them being early nines and just big runouts.
Yeah, super firepower. I wonder if he's tired.
So I was actually meant to ask you earlier when it came to looks like we got Casey 55% to 45% for Mark. Keep watching that poll a little bit and see how it goes. But yeah, I was going to ask you earlier about since I haven't seen Mark play an extended period of time. I know whenever I did, he could shoot for days. Does he play longer races and things like that still? And
Well, honestly, last time I saw him gamble was probably against me. But I know that he plays league, but not as late as he used to, and he's not getting younger. None of us.
and leagues are obviously they're not going to be races to 15, 21, things like that. But and you, so whenever you shot out here yourself, did you notice that if you had to play like up at bank shots, for example, and you played a race to 21 against somebody, do you think it's more difficult to do it when you're in like this kind of environment as opposed to hanging out, shooting some, at your local pool hall?
I think it's much tougher to play at the pool room
Do you? Okay.
than it is here. With all the outside factors, some pool rooms are smoking pool rooms, some aren't. There are people walking by, and of course, none of those are supposed to distract you, but
That's
they do.
supposed to.
They simply do, and that's a fact. And here, you got a much better environment. It smells good. It's clean. It's wide open. It's well lit, and the table is in fantastic condition. So it doesn't get better than this.
I wonder if it depends on, like, if being on a live stream, whether it's here or anywhere else, if some people, because that stays on their mind, if it becomes more mentally exhausting. Oh, don't do that.
Ooh.
That was Casey going to 11 right there.
Oh wow! Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. He had a very easy ton shot of sorts, with a lot of room for error.
Casey's still winning the poll, 57 to 43. Let's have to come down a little bit more. Now it's that big angle again for that big stretch. Good problems here. 10-7.
Now, Mark Wathen, he doesn't have the best of fundamentals, or what you would call textbook. However, I think that's how he played throughout the years, and he perfected it. He's not shy of it. He's not trying to work on it, and he makes it work really for himself. Now I know that Casey's been working a lot on his fundamentals and improving his game, and he has improved significantly. But I know Mark for who knows how long, for years. And the first time I saw him, he played like this, and I think he still plays like this.
It's funny. You definitely see, especially some of the older gentlemen that play. They're much more old school, stand up, much straighter. That a lot of those guys, from a technical perspective, everything looks horrible. However, I don't want to play those guys. They're ridiculous on how accurate they are.
Excellent point. Excellent point. That same thing goes for world champions too. you see several.
Francisco Bustamante.
Oh
comes to
yeah,
mind.
I mean, in fact, yeah, that would be the number one example. That is nothing that any coach would teach um, an upcoming player. However, that's what fits his style, and that's how he's done it throughout the years, and obviously it works. So what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to play textbook pool, or you don't have to have the textbook fundamentals to play good pool and enjoy the game. Learn some from the book, or these guys are champions, and then put your own into it also, and make it your own game. And that's, I think, what Mark has here. And he makes it work for himself, and I know that he's having fun.
Yeah, for all the people that follow golf, if anybody that's ever watched Arnold Palmer knows what bad mechanics and good player looks like.
Same goes for, say, Dennis Rodman. Everybody watch basketball. That's no way to play basketball. But guess what? He had fun and he champion. So that's what's up.
Yeah. Mark doing what Mark does, and it's got.
We get a little funky here.
He's trying to decide, I think, just which side of the 8-ball he wants to be on, combo or play it out.
See, drawing it back, I think he's missing the side pocket probably. Barely, but he's not going to get perfect on the... If he... Ooh.
I think he stays on the right. He went too
early.
early.
I think that's exactly what I would have done. You have to... At that point, you have to accept that you are playing the combo. There's no point trying to get super cool on the 8-ball and lose the game. At least this way, you have a chance to win the game.
And he hasn't shot away from that shot all day. Just this one in particular might not have worked out, but still think that you're right. I think that's the right shot.
I think if he played it again, I would think that he would do the same thing.
And now Casey doesn't come back with a hanger.
He is faced with a very tricky shot. I think he's just gonna straight up follow it. 2 rails, long rail and short rail. And you can't just let up on this.
He's got to murder that one.
I think you just gotta let it go. You might even catch it. Ooh, nice. Very nice shot.
And he really hit that well. It's still a decent cut down there, but he did a great job.
I think he's content with this shot. He'll accept this.
11-7. Casey taking care of business.
Well done. Alan, do you listen to your music when you play? With like earbuds or?
I do not.
How do you feel about players doing that?
When it comes to like playing like this, I think it shouldn't necessarily matter either direction. However, where the biggest part of that controversy came in was amateur leagues and tournaments, because they found out that people were connecting their phone and talking to the coach.
Oh wow!
So the coach would sit there and tell them, shoot the one in the corner, with a little bit of draw and things like that. And they were doing that in some of the like Vegas size, the national tournaments, and whenever they found out, that's actually why that came to a screeching halt. So
that's kind of embarrassing as a pool player. I'm saying that this game is supposed to be, this sport is supposed to be a sportsman, a gentleman's game, and people like to cheat at all costs. Is unacceptable.
All sports have it. You just have to hope that you have as many people that will play it honestly as you can. And I wish that pool had a little bit better stance, better stigma behind it, like snooker does, for example. Where it's a very classy sport. To do that, we have to we have to fight a lot harder to try to make it that way. So
Good point. Good point. Well, these guys are keeping it gentlemanly and sportsmanly, and they're showing us some good pull.
I was wondering if he was going to go for that 9 on that one, but I think he chose the right way. Just go ahead and run it out.
I didn't think that for a minute. He nailed it right in. Played that confidently, especially given the scoreline.
Well done. And well said, Justin. To the American billiards and integrity don't get along. Think you captured our point exactly. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to go and play in a tournament. I have to put on a vest and basically wear a penguin suit in order to be able to do it. And for the most part, I think most of the tournaments we go to that everybody's dressed appropriately. I even took my curlers out of my hair last time.
Well, if you think about it, a lot of sports have a uniform,
Mm-hmm.
so to say, or a suit that you wear to play.
Mm-hmm.
Well, pool is not one of them. Even ping pong does.
Does it?
Of course. The shorts and the polo t-shirt. Tennis, all sorts of sports. There's a golf department. Of course, golf is a lot bigger than pool, understandably, and more broad.
Like, okay, player's going to be a millionaire there. Those.
But I think it's okay to have a dress code. Now, I understand that snooker and billiards, wearing the penguin suit, like you said, is just traditional.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure none of the players like to do that, but they want to keep that tradition. And I guess it works because they're huge in the rest of the world. There's a Chinese Christian billiard world champion. And, snooker, again, Australian and Chinese world champions.
We do have a few tournaments around that have like either a colored or mock colored type shirt on.
Wow. Alan, could you replay that? That was actually a fantastic shot. Also, you saw Mark Wathen letting that stroke out and
Definitely, yeah.
fearlessly shooting that ball. That was really good shot.
It's always funny because like whenever we watch like when pool used to be on ESPN, the players take they they have their time limit. They'll take a lot of that time limit in between shots, so you're able to see like the instant replays in between shots. Like it could be doing it right now, for example. Well, these two guys shoot pretty quick. So you don't get a whole lot of time in between.
Oh, absolutely. I remember those. And I think what I guess killed it, so to say, is the fact that tobacco and liquor and beer sponsors not being allowed to be aired in sports or billiards for that matter.
12-8. All right, let's see that shot we were talking about before. Takes a little punch out of it whenever.
Oh, this was a shot, and wow, what a shot he did. Fantastic shape on the floor. Again, fantastic shape on the 5, and then he misses the easiest shot on the table in the 7 and loses the game. Looking at the score of 12-8. Casey Grove.
I'm curious if there's going to be another set after this one.
Now,
I
Mark's
wanna
in the
see
same
it.
position that Casey was the first set. Now, Mark can only afford, I believe, to lose another game. That's it. Now, he needs to let it out and play one game at a time and win every single one of them. And he can afford to lose one game.
Mm-hmm.
But Mark is acting tired a little bit.
So, Justin Stock, hats off to you for the collared shirts and all that. I have a tendency to dress a little better, but I also got DQ'd at West Coast Challenge a few years back because I was wearing flip flops. So ever since then, I try to behave.
Yeah, flip-flops.
Actually, in the middle of a break and run too, and I get about 2 balls away from it, and the team captain on the other side comes up and says, "You can't play."
Oh, you're not allowed to play in flip flops? Oh, wow. Which, I'm surprised you can.
Well, we're
Like, you're able to, let alone allowed. I mean, it kind of, don't you get uncomfortable? Doesn't it get kind of a little wobbly in the...
No, I usually try to stand still when I'm playing. But no. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying with the keyboard.
I haven't ran around a table in a whole lot of years, or run, period. But no, I've never had a problem with it. But I mean, most of the times, whenever you see me, I'm going to be in shorts and flip flops anyway. So
Yeah, I guess it's the comfort aspect of it.
well, once again, not seeing a whole lot of trouble.
Nothing at all except this, the extension with the bridge. He wants to stay high on this 5 ball. Like so. And that is virtually perfect, actually.
That's a great shot. As long as he gets where he can make the 6 and come off the rail just a little.
Argy, what do you think he's doing? I think he's just following it.
Yeah. Oh wow, bottom side.
Doing it perfectly. I wouldn't mind being straight on this. You just don't want to be straight on the 7, which he hasn't. And he actually made a smart choice there by using the opening of the pocket for extra bridging. A little bit more visual. Ooh. Again, did you notice that he rushed a little bit?
And it's probably just one of those that they felt was an automatic shot. And
It's the delivery of it that was a bit rushed, in my opinion.
Justin, you're right. That is the Florida uniform. Flip flops and shorts.
That's it. Well, Mark closes the gap by 1. Now we're looking at a scoreline of 12-9 for Casey.
We'll go back and check out our poll here and see. 54-46. It's actually closed in a little bit.
Okay.
15 votes and 13 votes. Here's that cue ball again.
Yeah, I don't think that was an error on Mark's part. That cue ball didn't get kissed in or anything. It went straight in the corner pocket. flip. Justin, you're right, man. Yeah, he does like his flip flops. I know a few people. Even Mark Thomas, I've seen him playing flip flops. Not effectively, but he's still, played. Well, Casey needs to keep it together right here and run out, man. He can't let Mark get any closer. We all saw how quickly Mark gained on him in the first set. And it's only going to take a few. In 9-ball, it's just going to take a few combos and a couple break and runs and one mistake, and all of a sudden you're down 5-6 games. Casey's leaving himself some testers here. That wasn't easy. Mark has a much simpler shot. He needs to stay down and at a firm speed. He might get a lucky bump right here. Can't argue with that. And Mark Wathen hits the double digits also. All of a sudden, it's a race to 5. Casey grow up 2-0. Let's watch Mark's break. He's hitting them so off center. Not only is he not getting any action from the rack, but also the cue ball is the ball that's moving the most, really. And that's never going to be an effective break in 9-ball. Casey gives Mark another chance to come within 1. Mark needs to run this table out.
He's gonna have to dance over there a little bit to get on that 2-ball, don't you think?
That is the problem. I think that's what he's trying to figure out also. I think he's going right behind the 5 and the 8 and getting for the side, but I think he overhit it quite a bit.
He's getting close to his work. Ouch.
He had the right idea, the execution wasn't there.
And left an open shot. He's gonna have to get a little bit of a lucky roll being that close to it to stay behind the others.
Good point.
That's where he wants to be for the 5-ball.
I agree. Casey again doesn't mind the distance.
Yeah, this one's. Does he drag it down? How does he get this one back down there?
You know what? From what I'm seeing a long rail, short rail right behind the 5.
That's what he's looking at.
So the zigzag shot is what I would say. But I don't think that's what he's playing. I think he is dragging it, like you said. Good. Twice, and he wanted to spin it in, but see, when you're hitting it that thin.
Well, and I think the English that he put on it just pulled it right back out of the pocket. He just didn't compensate for that much left that he put on it.
I think he also had a better chance. Even if he didn't get the position, he was guaranteeing making the 4-ball and staying on the table.
Mark switched to defense mode on that one, and I think I can see why, because he he knows that even if you left him an open shot, it's not easy to get back down there,
It's not easy to get on with a cue ball in hand.
right?
Well, if anybody's doing it, it's going to be Casey, and with that long stroke, you might actually just. Oh, he almost nailed it, but
I believe he might have had a shot on that.
this is brutal. This is the Chinese version of the snooker.
Somehow or another, he found a way to give Mark back a tougher shot.
Oh, this is. There's not really anything to do here.
Now he can get down there.
He sure can. This is his chance to get a bit more ahead and get close to the winning line because he really wants to win this set. I know that.
Yeah, when it's this one, he will see the finish line. Uh-oh.
He's flirting with too many balls here.
Oops, not that screen. Learn your buttons, Alan. Has to kick behind it. Almost got a great roll out of that. Try to stay behind that 6.
Left a very off angle, and this is a blind pocket that Mark was shooting at. These are tough shots.
Staring down the pike towards that corner pocket.
Right. Because you're looking away from the pocket, but you're also aiming to the one side or the other side of the ball. And it just becomes very distracting.
But he's going to get a good roll out of it, though.
Oh, he sure did. He sure did. I think Casey needs to be patient here and just slow roll this and freeze him right there between the pocket and the 5 ball. Gently. He disagrees. And kind of
that's a little bit of a
sells
sells out, yeah.
If Mark has enough angle, he will 2-rail this around the 9. Like that.
Beautiful.
Well played. Yeah, I think Casey made the wrong judgment call there. He should have taken the game to Mark.
Oh, yeah, we got
And
some.
slow rolled that ball. Just freeze him on it and play a little patience game. Because he's up top, he's already ahead. Why take the chance?
I think we got a few switching answers, and
Uh-oh.
Casey's still up 52 to 48%.
Okay, well, it's much, much closer than where we started.
Oh,
Shoots it rough.
he's just showing off his pocket speed talent.
Now, for you guys that are just joining us, these are 4.5-inch pockets, newer cloth, so it's a bit more slippery, a bit more forgiving at the right speed. However, when you pound these pockets, they are not going to take it. You need to be accurate. I played here, I know.
That's for sure.
Now, I have to say this, these are some of the worst breaks I've seen in 9-ball. I don't know why these guys are not hitting it, or they didn't. See, everybody plays 10-ball nowadays. I think, I don't remember the last time I broke a 9-ball rack. When I was criticizing these guys just now, I just realized I might break like them too.
It's a very, very different break as well. Wow, some
And it
people-
carries such importance,
Oh yeah,
especially in this game. In any pool game, if you think about it, one pocket break is of the most important shots. Time ball, you know, you see Shane with that great break. And 9 ball is no different. Archer, Earl, all these guys, the break made a huge difference.
Power this one backwards.
Wow.
I don't even know if he touched that side rail.
Well done, Mark Wathen. He needs to be a little careful here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. He could. You're still gonna have to pound it to go one rail. He's actually very good at that shot.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that he prefers to shoot that over some other shots, and he shoots it well.
Got that little bit of angle. We might see a tie ball game.
Ooh, overhit that a little bit. Did he? Nah, perfect. What am I thinking?
Making sure he takes a second look since he's that close to it.
And I don't blame him. This is to tie the matchup, and he's played catch up this whole set.
Mm-hmm. Now he's there. That's a momentum change. He doesn't have the big lead, but he knows he just came back from a bit of a deficit.
And that's a lead in itself. Now he has the momentum. He knows it, and he also has the control of the table. He's going to be breaking, and all he wants to do is win a couple games, put himself on the hill, and let Casey worry about it. Again, a little off-center break. A lot of spin on the cue ball.
Where does that one go? Let's see if we can look up table.
I have a feeling that he's doing this on purpose, and I don't blame him. He's not playing the run-out game. He's playing the let me get back at the table. Let me guarantee that there's enough clusters that it guarantees that I get back at the table with a certain amount of, certain number of balls. That's it.
I don't know if he was trying for that combo, but I bet he didn't want it to go after that one ball rolled where it did.
Not after what happened. Now this kick you hit hard. And hidden hope. Yep. And he did just that.
He's going to get a good roll out of it.
There are some kicks that, in my opinion, that you need to either control and know exactly what you're doing, and some of them, if you just come on. Let's see if I can get some momentum going.
I'm sure he wanted that cue behind that 9, but he definitely did not get there.
That sure was weak. The safety by Casey, it wasn't up to his standards at all. Mark's going to take full advantage of that right now.
And how's it going, Donnie Mills? The first set was Mark got that one 15-10.
Casey's still playing a...
Yeah, he gets...
That was a good safety.
He gets a good roll out of that one.
And again, this is one of those shots that you have to hit it hard. Especially given where the 6 is.
And that's the big problem right there. Is that the 5's sitting out in the open, but
So what do you think? Is he gonna play for a safety for on the 6, or doesn't have a pocket, does it?
I don't believe it does. Let's look it up from the top.
No, I don't think that's going anywhere. With the ball in hand, you could. Yeah, but this is so tough.
He was really trying to make something happen there. And is he gonna open that up?
Or is he gonna kiss off the 8 and the... Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, Mark's gonna have to try to get right behind that 8 and 6.
Again, probably doesn't care that he's leaving it close to the pocket.
I don't think either one of these guys wants to make the 5 and not get shape on the 6. That's a good shot. That's
He's got a
very good effort.
He's got an A shot at it.
Yeah, Mark's not gonna like what he's
Mm-hmm.
coming to the table. Yeah, no, he's not.
And out in the middle of the table.
And we know that he hasn't jumped
Mhm.
with 2 sets. Now this one you should control. I believe that he should go to the long rail away from the 8. So exactly about where he's looking at, but on the opposite side. I think that would give him the best option to get either the 6 or the 1 towards the 7, which could create a problem. Other than that, you could tie up balls, but
Good hit.
like to hit it a little harder than I thought he would. At least he didn't get bombed here.
No, that's probably not too far from where he would have put ball in him.
Good point.
Good angle to come back up. Thirteen, 12. A little closer to the hill.
Getting exciting. Now I'm curious about Casey's next break. You saw Mark break several times in the last 5 games. Probably what, 3, 4 times? With no success on Mark's part. Both these players came to the table twice per game minimum.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Casey's going to follow suit and try a more safety break, or is he going to go for the run out? He wants to make a ball and run out.
Look at them. The 5 piled right back into the middle of it down there.
Now you got a little congestion.
Where's the 5
No decent shot for the 2. Good execution on that safety.
Yeah, it is.
Just the fact that the cue ball got so close to the rail
We're
makes
finally.
it much as tough.
He's got a jump cue in his hand.
Huh? Well, you could have done that several times before, Mark.
Didn't think you brought one. He knows how to use it.
He knows how to use it, that's right.
And causes a little bit more cluster over there.
This really just got tough. I don't see a combo on the 9. And I don't really see an available ball to break this up.
Our poll shows 50-50.
Haha, now it's 50-50, okay. Let's see if Casey can come with the TV shot. I really don't think there's a combo available on the 9 ball. I think it's a bit too close to be able to throw it or cut it.
Oh, I definitely have to agree because I think the 7s might even be in the way if I've had a little bit more distance down there.
True, from this angle, yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. I think he's gonna have to come with the TV shot right here. Try to make something happen, which he actually hit pretty sportingly, but
He's not going to see the ball.
way too much spin.
Six isn't in the natural path of it. So
I wouldn't
maybe
even
that-
try to hit this.
Maybe the 8 finds the pocket?
Oh,
Holy
he's
smokes.
well. Does he stay at the table? Oh, well, he didn't make it. Okay, this is a very
Yeah, this
weird position now. Do you try to carry him?
Oh, he's hooked.
Do you think? I think he can see a piece of that fireball, and there's a
He may.
2-rail.
But you don't want to just hit it.
Well, you kind of want to. I have a feeling maybe if you would cut towards the corner pocket, the cue ball might just follow it towards the 9 ball, and you have some blockers there too.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, he's jumping it
One more trip on the pitching wedge.
and called the 9 ball.
Oh, yeah.
I don't blame him.
I just keep a marker on that for both of them to use.
True. He's really jacking up on this. Okay.
Well, I can make a prediction.
Let's hear it.
I'll wait one more shot.
Okay. Well,
Well, see, I would have been wrong.
you really don't want to mess this up. Okay. I was gonna say, don't miscue, don't scratch. You know,
Probably going
just-
full tilt if. All right, just
All
go ahead and
right.
send everything in on the hill.
Now, this is whenever you're on the hill, you have to remember to not scratch.
Mhm.
You might never get back to the table, and you come so close, and it'd be disgusting. And so many times that people get on the hill and they lose. I don't know what happens, but they just scratch on the break and lose the match.
And Mark's, I mean, to your previous point, Mark's only got 3 games. If you think Mark can't run 3 regs,
That's right. They will punish you.
too far for the jump cues, so.
I think he can make a controlled kick on this,
Mhm.
and has a good chance of making it actually. Harder, he may have made
Look
it.
at that.
You got him back.
Right behind it.
Yeah, that was not a good safety on Mark's part. Not only that did he have one ball to hide him behind, but also he had an easy kick. Now he's facing a more difficult one.
By far, he's gonna, yeah, 'cause he has to sling that one around. What a great hit, though. You can get the reward he deserved off of it, but
Now Casey needs to keep it together right here. And just, like we talked before, play the cue ball to the center of the table. Ooh, well, he has to.
Mark quick to get back to the table.
Oh, he is super excited to get back at the table. He didn't even get to sit down. Ran back at it. He knows that these chances matter.
Played that good.
Impressive. This probably is the only shot in the game that's. And that's the end of that. I guess you make this and center table, 6 in the side, in the corner, stop shot, stop shot, stop shot. Well, you got a little too much angle to play for the side, unless he wants to play between the 8 and 9.
Yeah.
Or you can just go all around the world, and because I believe the 6 goes in the same pocket as where the 7 would be going.
And he has been swinging it out quite a few times today. Probably more times than not.
I think it feels more comfortable hitting the ball than slow rolling it. And that's how I would feel if I hadn't practiced it all the time. The way he's swinging, I think that's what he's doing. Very nice. Very nice. Excellent speed.
Oh, yeah. Would
Now that I
prefer to
say
be
that-
on the other side of the 6 ball, but
Good point. Yes. It feels okay about it, I guess. Tried to punch it. Didn't quite do that. I think he's getting down a little bit too quickly, maybe? Nah,
wondering if that was
he's
gonna
too
be a
smart
defense.
to play that shot. He knew better.
well, that's probably going to be his last shot if he didn't make it. So
Now this is quite easy. I think Casey knows his shot, of course. A lot of good pool players do also, but I think you back kick this and kind of freeze your rock. Kind of like that. I think he played a little too hard though, huh?
well, but it looked like he put draw on the kick, which obviously means it's going to come off with top English, and I think that might be why that it didn't hit and stick. It ended up going back up table.
Good point. That's exactly what happened. I think once you kick with high ball, it becomes draw, and that's how the cue ball stops. I think you misjudged that.
Uh-oh. Well.
That might be the last shot Mark took this set.
Oh, Casey just needs to take a deep breath. Keep it as routine as he could do 100 times. And
He doesn't have the best of angles here. This is actually kind of tricky, but he wants to keep it simple. He's playing it for the corner, or is he banking? What is he doing? Wow, that was quite a ways off. Leaves Mark with a little tricky shot, but I don't think the scratch is on. You can follow this or draw it and still not scratch. You just can't hit center ball. Playing the 7 in the corner.
well, we're gonna find out if he's gonna follow it. Absolutely correct.
Ooh, trickles it in. He's happy to
He's
see
gonna play
that
both of
ball. What do you think? Is he bumping in line, or is he going around it?
I think he'll go around it. Can't imagine he'd want to take that chance on it ending up on a side rail or something.
It took a little longer than he ever did in any shot
Right.
on this one. So now he wants a really good break. This was a good battle in the second set. It was better than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Glad Casey woke up to battle.
One down.
I knew he was able to hit it.
Look at the 9-ball.
Wow, what a break! And this is to go to Hill, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Just keep it together, make balls. That's it. I don't think that 9 is makeable. What do you think, Alan?
I believe you're correct.
But the 3 goes, right?
Yes. Regardless of which way he has to do it, it's still pretty open. All this one off, you think?
Absolutely. Couple rails, long and long. Ooh, 9 actually
Got
helped
A
twice.
lot of that.
Not once, but twice. And 9 is even in a better position now. Simple stop shot. Set up for the 8. 9 inside, and we'll have a hill match. Mark composing himself, taking a little extra time, walking around, looking at the angle, taking a deep breath, getting down. So what do you think is going to happen, Alan? Are they going to play it out or win by 2, or what do you think?
This one I think they'll go ahead and play it out.
All right, let's see. I'm excited. Mark did good.
One by 2 or just one? By 2 or just one?
We're chit-chatting about it now. I think Mark would be wise to play it out. Because he got the momentum, he has the break, and it's 9-ball.
Mm-hmm.
One game?
He just broke and ran this last game. I don't blame Casey for asking for it. But Mark doesn't have to accept it.
I don't know which way. I mean, which person would you want to be if you're asking for win by 2 right now? I mean, would it be smart for Mark to ask? Would it be smart?
If I was in Casey's position, I would ask Mark to win by 2, but I wouldn't blame him for not accepting it. Win by 2 would definitely benefit Casey.
Things falling everywhere. What's that 3-ball going to do?
Ooh,
Get in the
last
way.
ball rolling. I think it may have barely gotten in the way. I think he might be able to swerve this though.
Well, we can look at this one, but that's although it looks like you can get around there. I think that's just because of the sort of fisheye view that's on that. Wish I could just stand up. And
Well,
look.
he's taking a very good look at it. If anything, he might barely not be able to see the potting angle. However, I think that he can probably barely swerve this. Oh, not that much maybe.
But it looks like he can touch the edge of it, which means it overcuts. But you're not going to overcut that by much and not make it.
Right, but there's nowhere safe. Kicking it, there's nowhere safe. If you're kicking at it, why not push it? Yeah, that's.
I'm gonna call it defense right here.
Oh,
I don't
absolutely.
think he goes for that one.
Yeah, that was a bad shot on Mark's end. There's nothing good coming out of that kick shot.
He's gonna do his best to lock him up here.
He would have been better off pushing it. But Casey has his chance right now. Ooh. He wanted a tight safety, nothing like this.
That may have been a missed opportunity on that one.
Now, what do you do here, Alan? This is a little tough. Do you just play a conservative shot?
Call a 9.
Why not? So, let's go.
It's not my money, guys. Go for it. Oh, is that gonna sneak out? It did.
You think he's hooked?
I don't think so.
Well, the 3 has a pocket. I don't think the 3. Does it go where the 4 is about?
It'll definitely get by the 4.
Okay.
It's in the way of the other side. Ooh, great shot.
Nice, well done. Under the heat. Good shot.
He's gonna need a couple more of those. I think he's feeling a little bit of pressure, which is the first time I've ever seen him do that.
Oh, he didn't even take the chance. Good thinking, Casey. That was one of the better safeties that he played so far. He still wanted it a little bit tighter than that, though. This is an easy kick, but very hard to leave safe.
There's so much down there to stop it from coming up, or do you just try to play this 2 rails? And get from try to get
I would
behind
play
him a
this
little.
1 rail and try to get the 3 ball towards the 6 and the 8.
She stops.
Nobody knows.
Rail first.
Rail first is right, sir. Where the cue ball is going, you might not like, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think he needs to play this very soft, rail first, but I think the cue ball might be going right towards the 8 ball.
How's that gonna come out?
Well, this is becoming a nail biter. This is exciting. This game is pretty good. What do you do here?
Defense. I mean, I think you got to get the cue ball back over to the.
You just stop? Is he trying to make it? What's going to happen?
Because if you try to send it too far over to the left side, you're gonna.
Oh, he nails it. Okay, thank you. Well, that's not hard enough or too hard. One or the other.
Line.
Wow, this
Call
is
a 9.
tough.
I'm gonna keep saying that.
Yep, 9 will. But they have to call it though. See,
Uh-huh.
I would ride the 9. Do you cut this in? What do you do? You cut in the side and try to get behind the 8, and you'll still have a shot at the 6. See what I'm saying? Yeah, if you cut it in the side, that's exactly what he's looking at. You will go 2 or 3 rails right around where the 8 is, and still have a shot at the 6 with a chance of making the 4. Well done.
Yeah, I knew you should have drawn it.
I hate these shots. I just hate these shots. Yep, that's exactly what he's looking at. He's going to play it to the blind pocket, to his left, and he's going to play that cue ball right behind where the 9 ball is. So he's playing a little two-way shot, and I don't blame him. These shots are a little tricky.
Overcuts it. Where is he gonna stop this time? Oh, it's gonna leave him a possible shot on the side. It's a little bit of a steep cut.
Yes.
Does he go for it?
I guess you have to,
Because
there's no bank.
roll it.
You can't play safety. Can you? I don't know. You cut it.
Like a champ.
Like a champ. Well, Mark has himself to blame. He had the chance. He had the first chance. He didn't take advantage of it.
He's feeling a little bit better this time.
Yep. Wow, but that's straight. Fearless, nice.
Yeah, and Justin.
Oh, cheeky cut though. It
It
just
is
stopped.
Justin, these are 2,000 in the middle, or 1,000 per man per set.
Oh, don't hang your
Nailed
buddy. All right, okay.
Great,
got an even
great
match.
job. Everybody comes
Fist
up.
bump comes, and I think they call it a night.
Yep, looks that way. Are they?
We'll find out, folks. We'll be right back. Oh, I think yeah. Mark is putting his gear away. He did look tired though, but that was
Yeah,
a
that's
great
what-
match on night 8. I think these guys battled that. I think that's an even match. I think they're gonna play again sometime.
I hope so.
But yeah, for tonight, that's it. Thanks everybody. Thanks for Ellen for having me and hosting the match. It's a great stream, and I enjoyed it. And hope to be here again.
Next time, I'll send a limo out there to you, so you don't have to deal with traffic.
Oh, there you go. Send one out to these guys.
Yeah, without a doubt. So, and that's for everybody. For the two guys that you just watched battle it out for a couple of really, really great sets out here. That also includes, obviously, great friend over here, Mr. Troy Berber, taking care of us tonight and doing a absolutely phenomenal job. Hope you come back and join us as soon as possible. And for all of you that are watching, keep playing. Get a match scheduled over here sometime with us. We'd sure love to see you. Always like seeing new faces. That's what we had out here tonight, and it's everything we paid for. So come join us anytime, and see y'all soon. And
Well done.